Oh, fair.
We're live now.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Right. This is RNVP, man. Real Nerd Variety Podcast. It's our first episode.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
It's good.
I want everybody to introduce yourselves. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Vincent. I don't know if it actually says my name, but I'm the character from Barackmon, Picture Face. If you know what that is.
Okay. Bakumi, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go by BK for short, essentially. I'm the character that should be a zero, but I think mine is blank currently, so what's up, y'all?
You can't afford one.
Okay, you see it? That's good. Cool.
I don't see it. What the heck? Alright, whatever.
Oh, no.
I see none of y'all icons, so it don't matter.
This guy said, I can't see
Oh, no.
Alright.
But for me, I'll just go heavy miss. That's what I am on Twitter. I just post waifus. That's about it. Waifus and memes.
Ignorance is what you mean.
Ignorance, waifus and memes.
There you go.
This is true.
And me, I'm J-Ron, but for this week, I'm your friendly neighborhood J-Ron because that's how I'm feeling right now.
You're stupid, bro.
That's the corniest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, my goodness.
So
I am J-Ron Spider-Man. That's all I care about.
Oh, boy.
And y'all can call me Jake, JT. I'm the one with the RNVP, our logo, our official logo. It's our first episode, guys. Feels good. Well, we've been playing this for 3 years?
No. No, we've not been playing this for 3 years. We've been talking about this for 3 years. We started playing this for about maybe 2 months ago, the most.
All right.
That ethnic time, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what ethnicity is taking 3 years to start.
I could throw some guesses, but let's not.
I'll tell you why it took us so long to get this started, because I play Kingdom Hearts and I say, you know what does Square Enix do? They take forever to make these come out.
Stop it. My heart hurts, man.
No, my wallet hurts because they still don't want to come out. They say they come out this year. And I'm waiting.
Maybe
I doubt it.
I mean, it's still next year technically, but
I think the sad thing about it is that the only thing that I care about in terms of that series is about the Master of Masters. That's probably the only thing that I care about.
It's Deadpool.
Everybody else could die.
Oh,
savage. See, so for me, I just want to see the end for my dude Sora to finish all of this. That's it.
Because he'll pass or no?
No, so there's talks that the franchise itself will continue, which is kind of crazy because the thing is that's what Square Enix does. Square Enix, they like for example, Final Fantasy. It's a ongoing franchise, but none of the games have anything to do with each other. There's not even like a a backline story or a continuation or nothing about it. So we don't know anything about that for the most part.
I low-key wanted to get delayed again just so I can make my 2020 prediction right. But that's just being selfish.
Hell, it might get delayed.
Please no.
Delayed, and then they'll talk about a season pass.
Oh no! Don't hurt my feelings.
Don't do me like that.
Hurt my feelings.
Don't you put the energy in the universe?
It's too late.
But yeah, no. So it took us forever to finally release this podcast, and somebody put we got a lot of stuff planned up, but for now we're going to be talking about just this episode. At least we're going to be talking about anime, video games, just basically what the N stands for in the title. Not what most people think, but nerd stuff at least.
No hard at all. My goodness.
For the sake of the children, I've been told I have to. I can't say things I want to say.
Yeah.
This ain't America no more, but
oh no.
A family-friendly podcast, I think,
bro, none of us are family friendly.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I just think that the reason why I want to start this podcast was I think our opinions aren't really here to belittle people. Like we just say it how we call it. Like we try to be respectful in our opinion and have conversation. And I don't think with Nerdum, like you said, like the N in our logo, I think Nerdum has digressed to a point where it's just.
I want to say digressed. I think it's been normalized to where it's just kind of people take it to a new definition. So how for example, when you have something unique, right? People always want to keep up with it. They want to make it stand as much as possible. But as soon as it becomes normal, people are just kind of meh about it. And it's kind of I don't know how to describe it.
Yo, Jake, old view of nerds is dead. That the 90s, early 2000s nerd you're thinking about is literally dying.
It's kind of like to bounce off what Vincent said. And the thing is that it's kind of like, and this is gonna be bad. It's kind of like how politics works. They start talking about stuff when they know it's gonna make them money. So the thing is that when it comes to anime, video games, stuff like that, that shit's making money. You know, esports. All these people having talk shows.
Esports, man. Let's not even start about esports.
Just
maybe we should. Oh boy,
stupid money.
Yeah.
So
nerdism is very popular. It brings a lot of money in because you can make. They realize you can make toys, limited figures, sell movies, posters. Like there's so much money into it, and people gravitate to it now because we grew up with it. Or we're the adults now that grew up with it.
And not just that, but like technology itself. There's so much like, for example, like look at our cell phones. Dude. Like, our cell phones. Let's be honest. It's nice for texting, talking, but I use mine just to mainly play games.
Yeah.
Like, I have so many mobile, but in like YouTube, so like no, but it does go like what you guys said. But like, there's just so much into like nerdism that the money's there. That's just how it is. If it makes money, then we'll make it normal. Essentially.
Well, I just feel as though I'm fighting a good fight. And I think I want y'all to come along with me fighting the good fight because there's a topic that we're going to talk about as far as like fanboyism that I'm going to go off on. I think that's a great way to like really just segue into our first topic.
But you got to be careful, GT. You don't want to hurt people's feelings, though. The fanboyism is all about sensitivity.
No.
These are grown men. Like,
well, I have a Tumblr account, so.
Oh no!
Like, I mean, I do too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we all do.
Hey, it's just
I used to have. I mean, I still have one, but I don't use it like that no more, though.
I tried to delete mine, but I couldn't figure out how to do it because I don't remember my password.
Oh no! They got you.
You're trapped. You're trapped.
Yep,
bro. You gotta delete the app. Like, you just got.
I did, but
now you can't run for president no more because. They know all about the movies that you would blog on there.
I was born in Germany, so I couldn't remember president anyway.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It wasn't even English, so.
Okay, well, this is how I feel about fanboys, guys. I think that it's dumb, it's stupid, it's regressive, and we all could be having conversations and enjoying the nerd shit we like. And
okay, so I'm gonna kind of pause you on there. Well, no. Finish up first. I want to hear what you want.
Let me get it all out.
Because I feel as though like it's kind of like it's kind of like the whole just this gaming aspect of just fanboydom. I don't like. I think anime and manga fandom is actually some of my favorite. Those actual people who have really good conversations about it.
Yeah, there's some problematic people in that family.
We'll
get to that when we get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
There's no doubt, but it's not like gaming to the point where it's just stupid and regressive. Like the whole console wars, I don't subscribe to it because I played every console. Like I'm not that person. So when I hear people like the whole, I think these are like two topics that are going to kind of combine into each other. Like when you hear people happy that Spider-Man got downgraded, it's just regressive. Like you playing a really good game instead of being happy that you crapped on somebody else's enjoyment. And it's like, we're doing this over video games. And so in my head, I'm going to judge you. I'm going to be like, look, if you're going to use this for video games, what happens when like serious stuff happens? Like, what is your thinking then?
Yeah.
Then
are you, I got a question for you.
Okay, what?
Do you think these dudes are serious, or do you think they're trolling? Because
that's a good question.
Trolling culture is so big now that it blurs lines. You can't tell.
It has regressed human interaction, dog. It is so bad. So bad.
I get what.
There's nothing cool about trolling to me. Like, I think you should troll your friends. That's fun.
Yeah.
No, there's a difference between
a group of people. Are you stupid?
I mean, like, look at it this way, right? The person who could have even started that meme, they could also have a PS4 and played the game.
Wait, which mean? Which mean?
It couldn't have, the thing is that
the downgrade puddle thing.
The downgrade puddle thing. The point is that
I'm not talking about memes though. I'm talking about like actual conversations with people.
The
like,
issue
why
is that
you get on that app? Like, this is what I'm talking about, man. You're a grown man and you get on that app, on what the app we're talking about is Twitter or in any forum, and you're really trying to justify your $500 plastic box. I do not care. I do not care.
You're gonna have to pay for another one.
Cares?
Oh no!
Get over yourself.
Okay, Jake.
32-year-old. Let me stop.
Go. Okay, Jake. This is the thing. People like to be justified in their purchases.
Yep.
Because this is okay. This all started last generation with the PS3, Xbox 360. Because Sony was in a down year. Everybody went from PS2 to PS3, and Sony fans went down a notch. Xbox blew up, and we're in America, so it's not just that Xbox on top. It's an American brand that was on top of video games. That's always been Japanese.
Yeah.
So they got attached to that Xbox. They're like, we're America. We're doing this. So in this generation, Sony comes out with a better console. It's more powerful, and it's $100 cheaper. So everybody buys PlayStation. So it's to the point now where Xbox fans are like, we have to justify our purchase. So y'all been talking so much crap against us that when something comes up on the Sony side that's downgraded or is wrong, we gotta tell y'all. We gotta let y'all know. We gotta justify ourselves.
That's my problem. Like you stated it. I know that is how humans react, and I know that's how nerdom is. You attach yourself with the brand, but with gaming, because it is such a wide community and there's so many options available. Why are you putting your identity to one console? Like, why are you identifying yourself with one console? I find it fascinating because it sounds like a sociological and psychological problem.
I mean, it's the same way with any other brand. You see how people act when they have an Apple phone in comparison to people who have Android products. You see how people act when they have a specific car when in comparison to other people. The problem is that, and I think this is also how powerful marketing has been in general, especially in this country. The thing is that people are very willing to attach themselves to specific brands because that is the way they can express themselves as people. Because it's especially now where people do not interact physically as much. They have to justify who they are through their dollar and who the brands that they support.
Well, this goes back to what I think what Jerome was saying though, is to justify the purchases though. So let's just throw this out there, okay? For example, say if actually this is a perfect idea. You know how when Apple first came out, a lot of people made fun if you got an Apple product because they're saying, oh, like their market's not good, this and this, and everything's so like it's on its own system, it's not compatible with anything, etc., etc. Now, because of that, a lot of people felt, I guess you could say, singled out, almost essentially bullied because of that. And it's the same aspect of the console wars. If you apply that ideology into console wars, because this is what happens. This is what's happening right now. A lot of people who buy Xboxes you could say they are kind of regretting getting it because there's not really big exclusives. And I think everyone here can kind of agree that Sony's doing better than Xbox.
Right.
The thing is, and that's the thing, I don't think say if you're an Xbox owner, I don't think you really want to hear someone brag or talk to you saying how you wasted money, how it was a mistake for getting this. No one wants to get down, talked down to. That's the biggest thing. But going back to what JT said about the fanboyism, is that you do see that, which is kind of ironic because a lot of people that were nerds escaped that because they didn't want to get bullied. But now we're seeing it again, even in our own.
Exactly, dog.
That's what I'm saying. That's the crazy thing about it.
I understand attaching yourself to a brand because I do it. I like Android. I like Google products. I do. I understand that. I'm not on people saying, you know what, man? I got a Google. I got a Pixel too, man. Hey, Apple fans, if I put a gun to your head and I say, go download something from the internet, You couldn't do it to save your life. Like it, I don't like who thinks like fam.
Okay,
enjoy your phone.
Now,
It's your phone.
Jake, this go all the way back what I just said. Your view of nerdum is dead because nerdum is popularized now. So that when you said nerds left to escape being bullied, you can't apply that no more because nerd is popular now. This is the norm. So you gotta bring normal casual society back into nerdum.
I think it's performative and it's not a norm.
I mean, the thing is that
I would. Okay, so here's what my opinion about it.
You subscribing, like I think sports and music are the two biggest nerdums. Like just because, like the word nerd gets thrown around, but nerd can be applied to sports and music. By the way, we're gonna have another podcast about sports and music with me and Jaron. Just like plug alert.
This is another episode.
That was a great plug, but go ahead.
I know. I just want to say plug alert.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
No comment right now about that, but
okay. Like with music and sports, because those things have been around for so long, I think those type of nerdoms have been normalized. I think because video games is like literally 40 years old.
Yeah.
It's normalized, but it still hasn't hit its apex or its maturity yet. And I think that if we continue with this and we start attaching trolling with it, and I don't want to be political, but you see how trolling has ended in our current social political discourse. I'm just saying, if we don't watch it,
okay. So here's about trolling.
Our already, just let me finish. Like our already looked down upon community of gaming and nerdom and anime and manga is going to be like an ostracized 4chan type of community, and I don't want to be associated or attached with that. When we can just kick people out who don't understand this is just something for fun.
But the problem is
there should be a limit. I think we all agree on that, right?
That's true. The problem is that you can't kick them out at this point. They're kind of a part of us now, like because the group is so big that we can't single out people and be like go away. It's to the point now that they're like the other half of us. We gotta accept it.
Right, and that's the thing is that you're always, regardless of what group, regardless of what group of people come up, there's always going to be that one person that may deviate into an extremity, and then other people are going to follow that extremity, regardless of what the purpose of the group is for. Doesn't matter. Your group could be about making windows. All of a sudden, the window is the whole house now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you may not want that, and you may not think it's necessary, but they're going to go out there and do it because they think it's necessary to prove who they are. And this is, I know you say, this doesn't happen as much with anime. Not now, I would say.
What?
But it still happens often.
Yeah.
It still happens often. Like every time a new Shounen comes out.
Oh God. Yeah.
Every time they compare it to the last one. And when they compare it to the last one, it's like this one is not better than this one or better.
Yeah.
And if you like this previous one or former one, you're dumb. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. Even in the same console, people are gonna have the same wars.
Yeah.
When you talk about games. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My thing about it is like I think it falls more into like what's what I'm looking for? Like human nature, to be honest. And on top of being in sheep mentality of just following the herd of what you see as, oh, everyone's saying this, I'm just gonna go with that. It's a lot of just I'm trying to find the wording for it essentially. It's just they go with what they see as most popular. And then if it sways another way, they'll go that way. And then on top of what you're saying, Michaela, about things being compared, it's just that's definitely a psychological thing.
Yeah.
Because humans just, I don't know, there's this thing about most of us at least that we have to compare this to something else, whether it's like the newest rapper, the newest game or whatever. It's humanly inbred, in my opinion, I think.
Yeah, because part of it helps you, I guess, as the person understand where one thing should be at to your standards or what you think something should be at to your standards. If it exceeds that or if it's under that, it helps you categorize it. Obviously, again, there are extremes of this as well. But when it comes to media in particular, it's much easier to dissect and categorize in this way, but it won't necessarily be objective.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what's another good example? Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy.
Whew, boy.
Oh boy.
Right? Dragon Quest and huge JRPGs. Completely freaking huge, right?
Yeah.
Each have their own separate fan bases. The games don't play like each other. The
Nope.
games are not anything like each other.
Nope.
They will never be like each other. But they still garner the attention of the same kind of people who would want to play that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna be dedicated to those forever, basically. They're always gonna be dedicated to those series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every Dragon Quest is
both,
different.
but...
Right. Every Dragon Quest is different. Every Final Fantasy is different. Same thing with Persona. Yep. You know, and those are all turn-based style games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna still compare them though. Even though they're not really the same, you're gonna compare. You're gonna compare a turn-based RPG to a action RPG.
Yeah.
You're still gonna do it.
You know? Yeah, you're gonna compare Witcher 3 to Final Fantasy 15 is just what you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Make me depressed.
I know.
Okay.
That's just the reality of it, though. That's
I know. It's just, man, I'm just tired of it. Like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody has any. Like, we like the whole community wants to get in these compare and contrast wars instead of like actually stating like the nuances and the complexities of these series and these games.
Yep.
And, like, nobody wants to get into the dirty details of these games, and it's like, why not? Can you not verbalize it? Like,
but they might not know.
How can you not when it's like, let me compare it to something else so that you know where I want something to be at? You know what I mean?
No, I mean that I'm just talking about like in a negative way, because there's like a positive compare and contrast where you do it right, and then there's like the negative one where you crap on everybody. That this is actually a really good segue into like we're gonna talk where somebody brought up shonens, like we're gonna talk about like our favorite shonen and like what makes them the best, because honestly that is a genre that is compared and contrast out the wazoo for no reason.
For anime people at least.
For anime, yeah.
Well, I think honestly, you know how y'all say nerdom is like it's like a part of culture now, pop culture.
Yeah.
I think shonen is like the number one genre that is watched by damn near everybody who claims they watch anime.
But okay, here's why. Because essentially shonen is kind of like TV American cartoons. It's the most relatable because what it is now, so what it was back then is different. Back then it was about like, you know, just straight up fighting, action, your typical stuff. Shonen now has evolved to where it's about it still includes the fighting, but it's now on a level to where children can connect it. Like if you notice, back in the day, Shonen also included Dragon Ball Z, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, like all these shows. But a lot of these characters you're looking around, they're like much older. They're around that 18 going to 20-year-old age. But Shonen now, you're starting your characters off around 13, 14. That you're having like a slow. If the series goes good, you're having them slow escalation of them growing up each year, becoming something else. You know, like that bond of the children can, you know, essentially connect to or relate to. That's the only reason why Shonen is so popular. And the thing is, because it's action based, it has a male orientation. And, you know, it matches out the whole sexism thing that like kids are going to watch that more, and that's going to make more money revenue, especially in Asian culture. Japan, like it's still very heavy dominated that male are the superior complexity over there. That's just how the race is, so to say. So of course Shonen is going to do good because, you know, look at America. We're just now starting to build our anime quote unquote nerd community into its own separate thing. But at the end of the day, the majority are still going to see anime video games as being very nerdy. And, you know, the only difference is, in my opinion, from back then into now is that there is a larger group now that will accept you for it rather than what it was where you were shunned for it back then.
And that's the other thing. They're making more money outside of just you buying the comic, outside of just you buying, a DVD or a VHS. They got all these toys, they got all these games, microtransactions for mobile games, regular games, coming out to, PC, coming out to consoles and stuff like that. And in terms of shonen, it's like Vincent said, they were more often than not starting off much older. Think of like you said, Rurouni Kenshin, Fist of the North Star,
Oh my god, yeah.
JoJo when JoJo was a shonen.
Oh, JoJo.
Right. So it's like you have and they have them progress in age and give you a different perspective on life than just the setting then. But the other problem is that Japan has a big problem when it comes to how long they work, right? They miss the high school days. They miss the days of their youth. They don't want to see adulthood anymore. They want to go back when they had less responsibilities. So another thing that's making shonen that popular and why the characters are that young is because they want to go back into that time. They want to go back into being in school where they had well more time than they did when they had to work 18-hour days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, and I guess when it because we have what shonen / slice of life. Real talk, most of the time, slice of life, nothing ever happens. You have to find a really good ass slice of life to feel like, damn.
But here's my opinion about slice of life. So slice of life is unique because you know why? I think like a lot of TV shows in America or books that you read in America, it's a lot of these creators trying to relive the life that they did back in their younger days. Like you said, they're trying to relive when they were younger without carefree. And some of them actually, in my opinion, react onto certain life choices that they didn't make back then. They're doing it now in this, and this is their I guess you could say their catalyst or something for them to do that. And that's what makes some series good and some series not good, because you have some series where it's just day to day, it's so and so, which works out. Don't get me wrong, because like me personally, I'm more of a slice of life guy right now than I was shonen before. So because of the fact that shonen is the same thing, basically shonen has become the slice of life back in 15 years ago. It's and now it's you notice if for us anime guys, you look at the past 2 to 3 years, you actually start noticing a huge increase in the slice of life series. These past releases, these action series, you don't even see shonen no more now. If you think about it, because shonen is just so overdone. It's the same crap, but it's just the same dude, same sad tragic background. All of a sudden, there's a girl there too. So he goes through all this. He gets beat up. Girl motivates him. Boom, new powers. Beat this guy. Guess what? Another thing. It's a vicious cycle. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And the sad part is, a lot of people back then complained slice of life like that, but now slice of life has evolved to where you're seeing human drama. You're starting to see realistic things. It's more relatable to, and your comedy. That's the big thing. You have a good comedy in slice of life, you're set for a good series.
And with slice of life, you can literally take any part of life and make a anime out of it. So every slice of life can be different, because you can literally go to, these people are in middle school, so let's do middle school problems. These people are in college, let's go through their problems. These people are older now, let's go through their problems. Or even if you have two that are set in high school, one's more comedy focused, one more drama focused. So you can make, because everybody lives through life. We all got things that we go through. So you can always just make an anime based on
anything
you feeling. Yeah, anything.
So a vast majority of the slice of life, the plot progression is too slow, in the sense that the characters are not interesting enough for the pace of the show to be as slow as it is. And the thing is that that's the main focus of slice of life, are the characters. Their environment does affect them, but the thing is that when you have, let's say, again, we'll actually go back to the idea of how shonen are constantly similar. The reason why is because the MC and a lot of his supporting cast have very similar personalities consistently. So regardless of what the issues that he's going to run into, they're gonna handle them in a very similar fashion.
Yeah.
So that's the problem again when it comes to slice of life. Except with slice of life, there's nothing else to break up the character development other than possibly drama. And
Yeah.
when the drama is not interesting because the characters are not interesting, you don't care
Yeah.
enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know. But like Grand Blue, perfect example, right? Funny as
Yeah.
hell. This show is just incredibly freaking funny.
Yeah.
And it's about this dude in college where and he's what? He's in a I forget. He's in a what was the club again? It was a scuba diving club.
Yeah.
Random ass crap, right?
Mhm.
But it's much more interesting
Mhm.
simply because of the characters and
Yeah.
their problems and the things that they're going through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's that's the main difference, I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that because like one of my favorites is Defrag, and like from the first episode they establish the characters enough where you actually care about what's happening, even though they're doing stupid stuff trying to create stupid games, but you care about the characters enough that you can keep going.
Yeah. But like another good example of that is like Nichijou. You know, that series is just straight up like there's no plot. It's just random humor. Like it's just funny, you know, and it just I don't know. So like to go back to it all, I don't know. Like Shonen itself, in my opinion, is dying.
Yeah,
Like
you hate Shonen
it,
so much.
I just talking about it makes me stressed out. That's the sad part about it, you know, because like
they legit think Shonen is the end all be all style. Like it's not Japanese folks, like it's Americans, and it's pasty, regular, old, casual watching anime fans who outnumber dudes like us who think Shonen is this end all be all. Like, let me tell you something.
well, here's why. No, here's why.
Gohan for
Your
president.
hero Goku is a terrible, terrible robot.
Father.
Okay? He's horrible. He is horrible. Team 4-star. Shout out to y'all. Great first and second part to the end of this series. Literally, he made his 11-year-old child fight for the world. Tell me how that's interesting.
Against his own will. Don't forget that. Against his own will.
And
the worst
heal
part
the
is,
enemy too. Forget that. Oof.
and the worst part is actually having characters. Goku's character development
It's
regressed.
horrible.
It regressed because he was actually developing over time, even if it was small.
Yeah.
He
I have a
immediately reversed.
No, Michaela. He couldn't develop because he was dead all the time.
That was
No,
Yikes.
no, y'all. You gotta understand. Toriyama never meant Goku to be a role model. And what really happened is when the English dub, when they decided to dub it in English, right?
I know where you're going.
They, because okay, we all like Superman. Superman's a role model. He's
I don't like Superman.
invincible.
No, I don't like
No,
Superman
but
into wax sauce.
no. But I'm just talking about casual.
Casual, yeah.
Oh, well,
People
even
like
as a
Superman,
casual
right?
character, that man be killing people flying by. So I don't know about that.
No, but people like Superman. They see him as a good guy, good role model, invincible, super strong.
Yeah.
So when they was dubbing Dragon Ball Z,
They
you
create him
create Goku, and they created Goku in that image just on based on the words they're saying. Because if you take the English dub and you compare it to the Japanese way of like certain phrases are twisted in a way that make Goku seem like he's a stand-up guy and a hero, but Goku is not. All Goku care about is fighting and getting stronger. That's it. He doesn't. He's not a role model. He's not a. He's not a stand-up guy. He's not evil, so he doesn't want nobody to die.
Yeah.
But whatever it takes for you to get stronger and get him a better fight, he'll do it. So if it takes, I'm gonna throw my son out there and watch him get worse, whoop for the first hour before he unlocks his powers,
He'll do it.
I'm gonna do it. Like so Goku not a stand-up guy. He's never meant to be a role model. That's why in Dragon Ball Super, it looked like he regressed, but he did it. He was all the same Goku. We just saw Goku what Toriyama wanted him to be, not what America wanted Goku to be.
Yeah.
I mean, even just in terms of his intelligence, that shit went down by like 3 decibels.
Well, Toriyama said that
He didn't have much to begin with, though. So
Toriyama wanted to go back to his comedy roots because
Goku had the common sense of a coked up squirrel.
that's being modest.
Yeah.
Because Toriyama never wanted Dragon Ball Z to get as serious as it was. It just happened. But Toriyama wanted to go back to a more comedic aspects in Dragon Ball Super. That's why they dumbed Goku back down. So they could produce more comedy.
And made Vegeta a decent dad.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Since we're talking about shonens, well, just in series in general, I just want to hear what is everybody's favorite anime series and why.
Ooh.
Favorite? Can I give I have multiple.
Okay, what was it? My mic just kind of licked out for a second on me.
You're fine. You're fine, Vince. You back.
So
I don't know.
Define favorite. Are we talking about best?
Okay, so
or what we like
wait, what are we talking? Wait, what are we talking about? Favorite what?
We're talking about favorite. So I'll go first. Just follow my lead.
Okay.
My favorite anime series of all time, I think everybody knows, is Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love that series for the fashion. No, I'm just kidding.
That's joking.
Wow.
No,
you're the reason why anime is shunned in America right now.
Leave me alone. You can't tell me Yusuke wasn't drifting some sauce, bro.
Yo, but he not walking
That's
around like Giorno.
He drifting too much in the sauce, though.
My boy Giorno is dripping in swag. Oh my God.
Okay.
Bro.
Oh boy.
The reason why I like Yu Yu, man, I think the pacing was great. I think the character development was great. I loved all the side characters mattered. That's a shot at somebody. We already know who that is.
Wow. So okay, I think here's my issue with Yu Yu Hakusho right now.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oof. So we about to crack. Wait, this is not the platform to crack. Hold on. What we doing? What we doing right now, Vincent? What we doing?
You're not letting me finish. I said my only issue with
relax. It's all good. No, it's okay.
The fact that it's outdated now. That's the only thing that it's just more in my opinion. The reason why I don't ever recommend.
Oh, it hasn't aged well. I can say that for a fact.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The reason why I don't ever recommend any older series is because I consider them as legacies in my book. They're series that you have to kind of be a pretty big anime fan before you even start watching. You have to build up that fan.
You got to build up some taste for these old.
Yeah. Especially
they will piss you off with the pacing.
Yeah. Gingo no Endes is a perfect example. You can't be new to anime and just walk into Legend of the Galactic Heroes. You might.
Oh
you
my
might not.
God, no, you cannot.
You cannot.
You know what makes me sad is I think that's another big issue with the anime culture is that it's hard to. A lot of anime fans, what I've seen, actually, when I went to college, is that they recommend a lot of what we call normies, people who just trying to get into it. They recommend them something too big. It's too big of a title. Something
don't go around here saying, "Hey man, go watch Naruto first." No. Okay, so 800 episodes. Who is going to do that?
That's too much, man. Yeah.
Who is going to do that? Who is realistically going to be like, "Hey man, get through the first 100 episodes of Naruto finally over first Andreas." No, man.
Get through the first 800 so you can meet his kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's about
pretty much bruh. Oh my God.
That show Boruto needs to have a.
What are y'all favorites? What are y'all favorites?
So it's hard for me to have a favorite because I have a lot of favorites. You guys know I've watched over 400 different series.
Facts.
And so okay, I'm going to recommend some of these off because one, they're just starting, and two, because they're easy to digest. In my opinion,
recommending old people anime.
So state your favorite. State your favorite and put your recommendations in there.
Okay, so my top one. As you guys already know, it's building up already, and a lot of people are already noticing it. Is Boku no Hero?
Oh yes.
So do not get me wrong. There is definitely flaws in the series. There's a lot of repetition that a lot of theme repetition that you've seen. It's a shonen series, so if you guys are already listening, you already know our opinions about shonen series. But the thing is, what's unique about it is if you guys have watched Young Justice. it is the perfect Japanese version of it. And they do it so well. And unlike Young Justice, they have such a strong support for it. And, my big thing is, for me, what makes a good anime like really good and memorable is when you're watching it and you're seeing some of these fight scenes, or you're seeing some of these character their dialogues, and it gives you it inspires you, it gives you goosebumps. Like when I first watched that, so season 1, the All Might versus Nomu fight, bro, that fight gave me chills
goosebumps
the entire time I watched it. Goosebumps.
It rustled your jimmies.
Yes, my jimmies were rustled. Like I didn't know what to do. Like my man came up here like Plankton stole Krabby Patties from me. Like I didn't know what to do. I said, "Oh dang!" Like
and fucking
it's like this now, and that's what makes it so good. And what I hate the most right now is how people like try to compare Boku no Hero with Naruto, and I'm like, y'all can't be doing it.
I mean,
let me stray off the topic right now, just to shoot my shot in Naruto. The only reason why it's so popular and good is because it's the only successful.
Vincent, hold off on that. Because we're gonna talk about that.
Let me spit.
Hold on.
Just
hold the hot takes. So your favorite Boku no Hero? What are some ones you recommend?
I recommend. Actually, you know what? Let me say this. A lot of the series you see on Netflix, I would recommend those. A good number of those.
They actually pick some good ones. Like Psyche.
I agree. Kakaguri and Violet Evergarden are two of the best anime I've seen.
Well, no, in my opinion, Violet Evergarden it's good, but I would not give that personal start.
Yeah, Kakaguri is something that you don't need to jump in if it's your first anime.
Well, I'm saying, here's the sad part. Like we said in the beginning, even though I hate Shounen series, unfortunately, is are very good series to start people off into it, because it gets them accustomed to, one, the animation style, two, it gives them the whole it's like nostalgia. You see this one guy trying to be a superhero or trying to be the good guy, the big role model, and once you kind of have your taste of Shonen series, in my opinion, it makes you curious. You start questioning, what other characters do we see out here? What other characters are there than just this whole like fight, I'm right, you're wrong, fight. It makes you kind of wonder, is there a series where there's a tragic hero? Like for example, Tokyo Ghoul, bro. Like Tokyo Ghoul is so good. So that's another one of my recommendations. Like that's like my top 3 series is Tokyo Ghoul as well. You have it's not your typical series. It's not your typical like main character. He's kind of weak. Like you see a lot in like these such scenarios, but his character development is so beautiful. And but I would never recommend Tokyo Ghoul to someone to start watching at first, because the idea, the construct, the characters, everything is too abstract for someone who's trying to begin it. But Shonen is so simple, and as kids, you read storybooks about there's always a good guy and a bad guy, and the good guys always win, right? In Shonen, you see that. So a lot of people get used to it. And for me, it's just the curiosity aspect. Once they start getting curious as to other series, they want to watch other stuff, they get used to the whole idea of that. Oh, this guy is only 15, but he has enough powers to wipe out an entire country with his pinky. That kind of thing. Like, it's kind of like regular people in America getting used to the whole comic book things. Like comic books was considered the same thing, but now you can walk into the average person, they'll be like, "Oh wow, that's pretty neat." You would never think that. Your daily guy that you're sleeping right, you're standing right next to the subway can essentially just blow out the entire city. Like it's just that idea, and that's the thing. Netflix has compiled a fantastic list of not all shonen, but series that people can kind of watch and let them get accustomed to, and then they enjoy it, And then and that comes out to a person too. If they want to expand on it, fantastic. We have another otaku nerd anime freak amongst us. If not, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the beauty of it, Okay. And that's just how I am with my series. So, like I said, for me, I usually only give recommendations for people who are heavy into it, because I'm assuming that you've watched all the basics. Like you've seen Bleach. Like okay.
Oh God, no, I gotta.
I hate when people walk up. They say,
"We're gonna go in on the shonen that we hate. We're gonna go in."
Like for me, I hate when people say, "Oh, I watch anime. I watch Bleach and Naruto and One Piece." I'm like, okay, what else? if you cannot name me a series that they don't already have some kind of huge poster merchandise for, then you're not that big of an anime freak like I am, at least.
Are you bullying?
Huh? I'm not bullying, but at the same time, it's just kind of like okay, so like there's a poster right now recently on Twitter that popped up, and it says, "Give me a list of movies for that. If you make me watch that, would describe you." I'm kind of the same way with my anime. Depending on what you've seen and watched, it lets me know that okay, like I know what you're into. Yeah, yeah, monster. you know, so like for me, I like to give people. I like to put them on I put them on a bike. I want to give them training wheels. I'm not going to put them on a freaking Yamaha or something like a motorcycle off the bat. That's just going to kill someone.
You're a better person than me, because I'm not.
Oh no!
Wow.
I'm not going to start you off. I will not start you off on like something low. That's me.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, when I say I'm not going to recommend some crappy shonen, but like it's going to be a shonen. I'm going to start off a shonen. Unfortunately, like for me, I'm the type of guy to where I eat all this nasty. If you give me a plate of food, I'm going to eat all the stuff I don't like or the nasty stuff, and then I'm going to enjoy the good stuff later. That's just how I am.
All right,
this is fair.
All right. Anybody wants to go next?
Oh, I'll let's see. I'll think of something. So, if I were to, it's hard to give my top favorite. If I would give my top favorite,
don't got update.
I'll go with Gintama.
Gintama. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah.
I'll go with Gintama for mine. If I had to give, it's hard to give a number one favorite, but I'll throw that one there because I can't recommend it. That's an impossible. You can't recommend that show. I can't recommend that show to anybody. But it's like, it's a really funny show. But it's even funnier when you pay attention to some of like the Japanese news, current events, when you pay attention to other anime, other things that may have been going on in that particular time, it's even funnier. Yeah. And then it stops being funny and it's serious, and you don't know if you're watching the same show still. Yeah. And then it makes you cry. And then you really don't know if you're watching the same show. And then they flip it back to making you laugh. It's just the way they write the characters.
Their tempo is good. That's what I love.
So it's good.
Yeah, that's one of those series, man, where the pacing is fantastic, and it's one of those series that has a lot of episodes where I'm like, it deserves it.
Right.
But like he said, you know, I would never recommend it because you gotta have backlogs. You gotta watch the series.
Anime plus to get into Gintama.
Yeah.
You
gotta watch a lot of at least
you have to watch a lot of seasons worth of really classic anime and then really obscure ones to get the references. If not, everything's gonna go over your head.
Right.
Yeah.
And I say if I could recommend some, if you've never watched anime ever, okay, this is one of the best non-anime you can get. Monster, real shit. You don't even know you're watching an anime. You don't even know it. You don't know. None of these characters act like any of these other characters in a lot of stereotypical anime. They don't. Yeah. They act like real people. The way they're drawn like people. The facial expressions of these characters when something happens to them, you're like, oh no.
It's also one of the greatest manga of all time.
Yes, most definitely.
So like, you see, here's my issue with Monster. Oh, let me rephrase that. I shouldn't say issue because I keep making it sound like there's bad things. My thing with Monster is, I will agree, it's a great recommendation.
The greatest villain I've ever seen.
Oh no, it's so real.
And that dude puts Hannibal Lecter to shame.
You haven't watched it? Oh, BK, please.
He is the type of dude Donald Trump wants to be.
Oh no, I wouldn't go that far now. I wouldn't go that far.
Maybe
hold up now. I'm not trying to get the FBI out of my computer more than they are already.
Come after me, money. Let's go.
What's Part 7's villain?
Isn't the president of the United States?
Yeah. That's what he wants to be. Making fucking zippers and shit on people and throwing people.
Oh no.
Yo, chill, bro. Chill. Bring it back. Oh man.
So like, But that's the thing. Monster, in my opinion, it's also one of the series where it's too abstract for beginners.
Yo, if they even if, but go ahead.
So okay, my thing is, if you watch Game of Thrones, like if you already are kind of into the fantasy of the live TV series, so like, if you watch live TV shows and you already watch like a lot of like sci-fi stuff, yes, please watch Monster. If you're trying to get into anime, watch Tokyo Ghoul, watch Monster, watch Parasite. There's so many good series.
I forgot.
There's so many good series that's out there that has an abstract concept that you will definitely love and get into. Are they considered settings?
That's definitely a
that's what they're no longer shonen, so they have the action of shonen, but the characteristic reality of it and everything is on a whole new level. Your characters are usually you're going to be looking at the youngest, maybe 18 or 19. Like you're set, you know, you don't have to worry about that stuff. But my thing is, if you like to go like I was like blabbering on before, is just if you're like trying to get into it, you're new to it, just in my opinion, anime is so beautiful because it's its own media and its own form of genres for people. It's like I just hate this concept of like people always say, "Oh, you watch anime?" They say, "Oh, it's just all cartoon." Like back from like back in the day, I'm like, it's not that anymore. Like there's so many series that will hurt your feelings. Like for example, You're Lying on April. That will mess you up.
No, we don't speak about that. We don't talk about that.
We don't. That I knew she was gonna die.
We don't speak about that. No.
I mean,
those last 3 episodes are some baby back bullshit. No,
I've never seen somebody get cucked that hard. Like,
dude.
Oh, you don't play Fortnite with us then?
Like, yo, like, man, just like that. That's some. And the worst part. The worst part is feeling like, you know what? I feel like something's up here. I'm like this chick.
Yes, and you don't know what it is.
Oh, I after a while I was like, this girl got the anime.
Hey, hold on. But no, let's not talk too much into it because there's some people who might want to give it a watch, and we don't want to throw it. Spoiler alert! If anything, viewers, here's what you do. If you're interested in some of these series we talk about, here's my advice: go on YouTube, type in the name of the anime. And then, or even better, post what anime you're curious about on the comment sections, and basically ask for it. Just look into it, or just like bring it up. What we talk, we'll give you the title.
Yeah, bro, we'll give you
look up the trailer for it first on YouTube to get a grasp of what you're getting yourself into. Right. That's what I tell a lot of people. That's what I do for a lot of my animes too. I like to watch the trailer of it to see little key like moments from it that I'm like, all right, cool. I have an idea the general direction it's going to go. Because there's some series that I just look at the cover picture. I'm like, you know what? This looks good. Let me give it a watch. And I've regretted my entire life doing this.
Yikes. I got a perfect one that I'm thinking of.
Oh, you think of Ninja Slayer?
Yep.
Stop it.
Why?
Oh my goodness. Please stop. Oh my goodness.
Yo, that show is great on its own right.
This is fair.
Look, Triggered Studios did that on purpose. That's my opinion.
That's why it's so good, because you know they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
But I think if there was another one, because you meant, I wouldn't say it's the drama is like Game of Thrones level drama, which or above. I think it's above.
Mm-hmm.
If you want drama, you want politics, you want some sci-fi. Get you into some Legend of the Galactic Heroes, bro.
Good.
Get you. Do it. I know it's old. I know it look old. Yang Wen Li
hurts my face. It's so old. It's drawn so old.
But Yang Wen Li, yo, he's that dude, bro.
He's so old.
That dude, yes.
The pacing is like a snail.
But that's the best part.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, it's like, I'm glad you brought it up. Like maybe another series.
It's like they made those old shonens to test your patience on purpose.
Oh my goodness.
And you sitting here like, when is the next time they're gonna battle? And they just narrowly escape death. And you're like, okay, but when are you gonna go back? And you don't want them to, because you think they about to die that next time. You just hey, look. All I gotta say is they killed off a character the first episode. with little to no backstory and made me care about him. I don't know how they did it.
Wow.
Actually, you know what? Here's another series that I would recommend that's on that level of Legends, but it's not as outdated animation. So JT, he won't go blind from looking at it. It's Heroic AG.
Oh,
So Heroic AG, the basic story is human. It goes into sci-fi. There's outer space moments of it and such. But long story short, there's a superior race, and they're trying to go to the creator of the universe. Now, for the religious people, I apologize, but they basically spitting on you guys right now, saying that there is no God.
Whoops.
Basically, this superior race has escalated. They've jumped to a different like universe or something. It's something like that. I can't remember too much. And
shit.
well, no, that's Gantz is. We're not gonna talk about Gantz. Gantz hurts my feelings, but so basically, it's your main character is a human that can transform into this giant monster, and he makes Godzilla look like a legit lizard for the most part.
Oh.
And he makes Pacific Rim look like robot toys from Great Value.
Oh yeah, bro. Like this dude, there's this one scene, and I know Vincent knows what scene I'm talking about. He throws this punch, and
he takes out
the most punch I've ever seen in the history of anime. I've never seen something get destroyed that much in my entire life.
Yeah, like, and you know what? The sad part is we're gonna so a lot of these series we're gonna be talking about. Just to let you guys also heads up. We're trying to avoid, in my opinion, what I call like your stream anime series. So I'm looking past One Punch Man. I'm looking past Naruto. I'm looking past Bleach. I'm looking past One Piece. I'm trying to avoid.
Honestly, screw those anime. I
won't go that far now.
Whoa, hey, man, hold up.
Honestly,
but before that last one though, there's only one. I think there's one more that I'd recommend.
Okay,
that last one would be Magi. Because
yes,
the last one that I was
going to say that too. Oh yes,
because even though it is a shonen,
it doesn't act like one.
It don't freaking act like.
Yeah,
it doesn't act like one. It doesn't act like one.
When you see somebody get touched by some gigantic black monster, and their skin just peel off, you're like, wait a minute, is this the same show? Like,
no, but like I said,
yo, like honestly, Magi is literally the Marxist socialist anime. Hear me out. They have a whole bunch of broke people take over a kingdom for 5 years, and the dude didn't even know about it. And I'm like, how that work?
Mm-hmm. Well, but I'm gonna go on. Mikhail just said Magi, Boku no Hero. There's a handful in Shonen series that I would gladly recommend because, in my opinion, they beat the trope. And they literally just looked at your typical shonen series and you just pissed all over it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
because which one? What else?
Go on. I wasn't gonna pick another one.
Oh,
I was.
Jaron,
you already know I'm gonna pick.
Go?
Yeah, y'all.
I'll make it. I'll make this quick. So
here we go.
For a favorite, that's kind of hard, but I'm just gonna say Samurai Champloo because.
Ooh.
That hip hop element with the
soundtrack.
That soundtrack, the hip hop element with the samurai is great.
Yeah.
And for a recommendation, I'm not gonna go shonen. My recommendation is gonna be Classroom of the Elite.
That guy,
awkward person to do.
He is the N-word that the N in our logo doesn't stand for.
Like
pretty much.
Like Classroom of the Elite, like the character developments, the plot twists, the interactions with the characters, like it's just a great show. Like you just want to watch something that has drama, that you're going to be like, you're going to get into the characters. You want to get into characters. Watch Classroom of the Elite. It's great.
Yep.
And it's a perfect example of just by changing one character mainly, how he makes the whole show different and makes all the other characters different.
Yeah.
Just one character. That's all they had to do.
Yep.
And they did it right.
That's right.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That dude was a social reject.
Yo, and if you like,
holy crap.
Anybody like horror anime? I guess.
Oh no,
Quote, scary anime, whatever. Watch Another. I can recommend Another.
Anot's not scary. Another's funny.
It's class under horror though, but it's hilarious.
There's no, like Jerron, you realize you're gonna have people out here saying that was horror, fam.
No.
I'm never gonna look at umbrellas and say
I'm just saying,
I'm never gonna look at umbrellas the
Trip
same.
down the stairs and fall on an open umbrella.
Yo, I'm never gonna look at construction sites the same. I'm never gonna look at
Another is basically the final destination of anything world. That's what Another is.
Yo, I just gotta say, the one that I cracked at the most is that when he gets struck by that lightning.
Oh no,
nobody deserves that.
That's why it was so great.
Yo, it's
because
like
nobody saw it coming. He didn't deserve it.
Yo,
there was no reason for it. It's just lightning strike dead. I was like,
okay.
Yo, Jerron, it's kind of like he was beefing with God, and God was like, okay, we'll see.
Sinbad.
That was God's diss track for him. That was God's diss track.
He was beefing with Sinbad, obviously.
Oh my God, no.
Oh no.
But yeah, watch Another. If you can take gore and blood, because yeah.
And you're gonna laugh your ass off.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right, Bakumi, it's up to you, bro.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go hand in hand with my suggested anime and my favorite one. Well, more like my actual favorite one. I have a hard time kind of suggesting to everyone, but I still do. So if I had to go suggestion first, I'd say Code Geass. I love that series so much, man. Like,
okay, so that's one of my top.
Respect
series.
to.
Yeah.
I would never recommend it.
Really?
Moroku Wintaro, by the way.
Season 3 comes out next year, guys.
Oh,
I know. I binged that anime in 2 days, both seasons.
Bruh, like it's to me because I don't want to say I have a problem with long animes, but I tend to I get a little tired of them because I like the pacing actually be good.
Yeah.
Geass in 2 seasons gave me a little bit of slice of life, a lot of action, and feels in a very balanced way. And I love the series for it, honestly.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you on that one.
Yeah. No.
You're in the wind tunnel, like real shit.
Oh, I'm not again.
Yeah, you are.
Oh no.
Darn you, Fortnite.
Fortnite too. That's what's funny about it. Okay, but as for favorite anime, Michaela, you already know where I'm going with this one. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Any scene. Well, I mean, part 2 is probably one of my favorite parts. But
oh yeah.
Oh boy, man! Like
I cannot watch that anime.
Look, boy.
I respect it. I can't get into it, dog.
Yo,
I just can't, dog.
Yo,
it's too silly.
That's why I can't suggest it to everyone. It's bizarre, bro. But like,
yeah,
you start off with the serious guy named Jonathan, and then it just de-escalates, re-escalates in different ways. Like each part is individual of each other. It's a masterpiece.
And you always know who the villain is because he kills a dog. It does not matter. He kills a dog. That's how you know who the villain is. I'm not even joking.
He's really not. That's the thing.
I'm not even joking.
I don't think Iraqi likes dogs very much at all, for that matter.
No, he loves dogs. That's why he does.
I will say this.
That's not okay.
I will say this about JoJo. I think JoJo has one of the most interesting powers I've seen.
Okay,
and it uses.
My thing about JoJo, I like how it progressed its power. It went from simple electricity energy Hamon to Sunny D to these spiritual manifestations of yourself that you punch things really fast or do really other zany things. Because oh my goodness. Like I need part 5 to start, man, honestly.
Yo,
I got another recommendation.
That man holding the heart open in his chest. Bro, I need that opening. Okay, go ahead.
Bro, okay. Yeah, go. Yeah.
Okay, this is it's an old and new anime. If you like mysteries, watch Case Closed.
Man, you gonna make people go through that?
Yo, Gerard,
I love that show with a passion.
It's gonna be funny.
I love Case Closed.
It's gonna be funny in 2 years when people come back to you and say, "So he never turned back to an adult." He was
this is
an adult for
really the Case Closed. Is that you don't have to watch it as an actual story. Watch it.
Really don't.
Watch it like you're watching episodes of Forensic Files or something. Like
a random episode. Some things will be lost on you, but it's like You still not gonna figure out who did it.
Bruh, yes, that's like a perfect because you know how on real life TV shows, bruh, you be know who the villain is and within 5 minutes, like you be like, yo, y'all can't be this. You be like, okay, I see why our criminal justice system sucks. Okay, close. You got this little 8-year-old out here being Albert Einstein. And, like it's a good series. I think it's just too long.
No, I'm not telling people to watch it from episode 1 to where it's at now. Just watch it. Episode. If you like CSI or something, like if you like mystery where you try to solve murders or solve crimes, watch Case Closed.
Okay, I got another recommendation in that light. Danganronpa.
Dude, don't. That series is too hot. Have you played all of them and watched?
The games are beautiful.
Dude. You played the games. Did you watch the animes for it too?
I watched the first one. I didn't watch
every anime. It's so good.
Wait, did you play the games?
Oh no.
I played a little bit.
If you don't play the game, so chronologically, it's the first game.
Yeah.
Despair Girls, that game.
Yeah.
Then it's 2, right? And then that's when you watch the 3 animes, or the 2 animes, the Hope arc and the Despair arc.
Yeah.
And then you play 3, cause Junko, that's a yo.
He's that word. He's that dude.
Junko, she. Man, hard R, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
Great.
That is the most. That is one of the most calculated villains, and it's in such a weird because you look at it from the perspective of Danganronpa 1.
Yeah.
And you're like, how I planned everything. No, you didn't. Go through all the other games. Oh wow, she really did. Yeah. Oh. My bad. Oops. Spoiler. Whoops.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh wow.
Whoops. Whoop. Even though you know it's her, it don't matter because you can't stop her.
Yeah. Don't worry. Just watch the other series first, then watch that one. Why would you recommend Danganronpa like that? Like, you
Danganronpa. Oh man, you heard my
Vincent. Is your mic okay?
Wind tunnel again, bro.
Wind tunnel, bro.
Oh, is it really?
Great wind tunnel.
Yeah, bro.
You're in a hurricane at this point.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's this game I'm playing at Fortnite right now. Let me quickly die and then it should be back to normal.
Which reminds me, Vincent, I'm playing Fortnite with no headphones. I'm in danger, brother.
Oh yeah, same here. Let's not even talk about this.
These guys.
That feeling when you keep doing something
all right.
over again.
Those are some good recommendations, guys. I think I'm gonna go to something that I think everybody in here loves, which is manga. Just give me what you're reading right now. What's your favorite?
Don't ask me my favorite.
Yeah, bro. Hey, look, actually, scratch that question. We ain't gonna do that. Just tell me what you're reading right now. What you would recommend. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be very specific. Just like what you.
I mean, I guess I'll go first because mine is quick. Just because I'm in school, I'm not reading much, but I'm reading Boku no Hero, so that's just a plug for that. And boy, if you're only watching it, my goodness, I'm not gonna be someone that says, "Oh, you have to read the manga and then spoil it for you." But bruh,
you got to read the manga.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'll go next because I'm gonna be quick too. Because now that Tokyo Ghoul has ended. I'm not ready.
Tokyo Ghoul. I recommend Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, but now that it ended, I'm not really reading much besides Boku no Hero either. But
I mean,
if I'm gonna recommend a manga, read Tokyo Ghoul. Read Tokyo Ghoul, then read Tokyo Ghoul.
Damn, what am I reading now?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I mean, I recommend reading Magi too. Magi's done as well.
I actually still need to read that too. Oh,
I haven't read that yet.
Up down. That's all.
No. Listen, I remember the conversations y'all had at GGC about those, but oh my goodness, bro.
Yo, all me and Michaela would do is just look at each other and we would just point up and then down and we both out laughing.
I remember that. And it scares me for what actually happened.
Yo,
it is broken.
No, it's so broken.
I remember some of the context and I'm like, that shouldn't be a thing? Question mark?
I'll also recommend reading Shokugeki no Soma.
Yo.
Yes.
Wait, Gerard, that picture you have of his dad, though.
Yo, I call her dad the gourmet. He looks straight up like the gourmet in Tokyo Ghoul. He looks straight up like him.
He does. Holy crap!
Right.
Oh man.
If I was to have like what I'm reading right now, first I'm gonna start with what I recommended. Y'all gonna like scream at me, but like I will tell anybody if you just want something that's gonna punch you right in your balls over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Ouch.
My top recommendation would be Berserk. I mean, just read it.
Oh man, you were.
Oh,
just read it. Just read it.
R.
It's
Hard R.
Listen to me. Listen to me. It's well drawn. It's good pacing. It's just
Not finished.
yeah. Just
Wow.
Don't get attached.
It's tough, but I think it's a great story. What I'm reading right now, I'm reading Kingdom.
Oh, you a man. Oh my.
Kingdom of Fire. I'm reading.
You're hurting my feelings right now.
I feel the trigger in his voice. Oh no.
Yo,
Trigger? That's not triggering, bro. Kingdom is hot. What?
Yeah.
No.
Kingdom.
I can't get into Kingdom, sadly.
Kingdom is literally death. Like so many people die. Like nah, fam. Like literally, I think the first 10 chapters, like 50 people die.
So, it's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. It's literally the warring states of China and how they became unified in like the great generals and the great wars of China. And it's so good. What else? Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul's done. I'm that one person that still has Hunter in their manga library just in case. Yeah,
but Hunter is so good though.
Just the way that they do Gon as a character, right? The way is just, and you don't notice it at first until homeboy, I forget his name, the dude who they meet when they're going to appraise stuff. He's like, this dude don't care about morals at all. He just cares about anything that's interesting. And I'm like, wait a minute. Throughout the series, you start seeing all of a sudden this man just stop caring about no morals, no nothing. Like, okay.
All right then.
Magi's a good read. Actually, let me just pull up my manga list. Actually,
I have mine.
I would not do that.
Vincent, you can't do that to them.
Boruto's good. Dead
Really?
Tube. Oh, Dead Tube. If you're a sick person like all of us,
if
you're a sick person like all of us,
no. Stop right there. That's not fair.
Stop. That's just illegal. Why would you
don't recommend that? What's wrong with you?
That's
I recommend reading One Piece.
Vincent,
literally porn.
I'll read One Piece.
It might as well be.
Running into someone when you have no sound is so scary. I still killed him though. Oh my goodness.
Dead Tube.
Yeah, I got him. Out of nowhere.
Why would you say Dead Tube? Like, they're like recommending.
I mean, I love them all, fam. I love them all. I love them all. Also, if you like manhwas, Red Storm, Sunken Rock, me and Michaela's favorite in a sequel, Feng Shin. Tian is literally the most broken character in the history of man. That dude was weird. How you gonna be like, I'm bored, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, what?
Oh, that dude. The word and the crazy thing, they had 4 bases. And it's crazy when the more I look at it, Bleach could have been that good.
Yes.
Oh, don't hurt my feelings.
Yes.
Bleach could have been that good.
Yeah.
It could have been that.
Read Feng Shinji, guys. It's a color manhwa. It's I mean, dude, that series is just tough. Like that's a series for real. Like, yeah, that's like, if you a real one, you read that.
Yeah, first or second chapter, dude's like, "Oh, you trying to take over my kingdom? I'm fighting. Oh, you fighting? Cool." Punched him off of his horse, threw his horse, and split it, bro. Dude,
yeah,
like. Oh
yeah, there's a one part where you see Tian and like the army's charging towards him, and then Tian was like, okay, and the next page, they all are unconscious. Like, we're talking about 100,000 people unconscious. He didn't kill them, they're unconscious.
It's like King's hockey,
dude.
but way worse. like
way worse. Like they woke up like, what happened? It's kind of like when dudes get knocked out with Mike Tyson. They wake up in the hospital like, what happened?
And it was like hours later. And they were like,
yeah, bro.
He's just
he
waiting.
was just standing there. It's not like they woke up in 5 seconds. He let them sleep it off for like a couple hours.
Oh my goodness.
And he let them wake up. And he was like, oh, finally. Okay, now I can do my bad guy monologue. I was like, what? Another one, the gamer.
Yeah.
The god of high school.
Oh, so I thought you said gamers for a second. Oh my goodness.
No, the gamers, I'm on.
Bruh.
Not gamers anime. No,
Oh boy.
let's not
Let's not dive into that, please,
me
though.
by having some chick with her boobs out playing Guilty Gear. Very happy for a second. And they never showed her again.
They really did it.
They did it towards the end.
Oh no!
In the DLC episode, yeah.
Actually,
the DLC.
we should have recommended that. Go watch Gamers, please.
No,
go watch
don't.
Gamers.
Yeah,
Don't
no.
watch Gamers.
If you want,
Don't
look,
watch
if you
Gamers.
want to see a train wreck in action for 13 episodes,
Go
Yeah,
watch
then
Gamers.
go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Terrible.
Seven Deadly Sins is a good read.
Oh yeah.
I still need to read that myself, actually.
Oh, I've
Other
already
than
watched.
that, that's like really it. I read One Piece, you know.
You read One Piece, really? I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, I don't talk about it because I forget things, Bukumi. Because guess what? It's 900 damn chapters.
I
and
mean,
it's only
right,
halfway done. Whoop-de dang do, Oda. We know you can
Bro.
write an epic.
Bro,
Man,
we got to have a discussion about long animes later, but I'm not even going to start with that right now. My good.
Mm-hmm. Last year, this
Jesus.
man said 65%. Now it's 80%. You a lie.
Yeah, bro, you're a liar. You're a liar. Like they doing things. They're not even hunting for One Piece no more. They out here, dude. Honestly,
Japan
One Piece
land.
operates off of the whole gang mentality, but they're on boats.
Gang. Hey.
It's like, oh, you from this hood? Where your mama stay? Where your grandma
Stop
stay?
it.
No, like for real. Am I telling a lie?
No, you're not. That's what we're telling
Okay.
you.
Fish is banana fish at sea.
Wow.
The fish at sea.
Wow.
Why?
Like, no, seriously. Even though, honestly, to me, that shonen, it's crazy how that shonen is like 300 chapters more than most shonen manga, and it's still better by far.
Because the characters are done so well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's what makes
the
Oda
tempo, like,
makes the 85th character better than Naruto.
Oh no.
Man,
So
Wait.
can we finally take the bashing on Naruto now?
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh no, go
Wait,
ahead.
does
I'm gonna save
Boruto have a
myself for
prequel?
last.
Hold on. Before that, let Vincent get his favorite manga out or what he's reading.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to
Don't
be
do that.
fair, you guys already kind of covered my top favorite ones. Like Tokyo Ghoul was one of the best reads I've ever had in my entire life. Like my
It is
entire
my best
anime
read.
read life, because like it's just I don't even want to talk about it because it's just something you have to read and completely enjoy. Like it's just so good. The writer for it, phenomenal. Like there was not a moment I knew what was going to happen next. Like literally, because like here's the thing, because I know me and Miss like we're really big on figuring out what's gonna happen next. Because like we're that guy. We don't sit to. I mean, I sit to enjoy time and time, but there's moments where I try to figure out what's gonna happen next. Tokyo Ghoul had me in loops. It's just stupid. Like you literally think, okay, he's definitely going to die. All of a sudden, bam! You're just kind of like, wow.
And then you realize what the title of that
Oh
that freaking
yes.
manga means, and you just like wait.
Yeah.
Yo, get to the chapter title, and you're like,
Yeah.
why is it just? Oh.
Also, I think what's great about that series is he knew when to get in and get out.
Yeah.
And that's a lost art nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
He knew when to end that series, and that series ended exactly when it needed to.
It needed to, yeah.
And
So another good series I'll recommend is Goblin Slayer. It's getting anime season. I'm so happy.
I just started reading it too.
raw, depressing.
Goblin Slayer
Depressing.
is beautiful.
It's depressing.
One of the hardest anime mangas I've
Dude, you think your day is going bad? Go read 3 chapters of Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I've read the first 2 chapters and I was like, I didn't see any of that coming. Okay.
It's depressing.
Yeah. Another manga series. So it's to kind of take a side off of the action stuff. Kaicho wa Maid-sama. It has a 25 anime series, beautiful series. My advice: watch the anime first to get a vibe and feel for it, then read the manga. It's a shoujo / slice of life, fantastic, well done, great comedy, is beautiful in my opinion. Like it's just one of my top mangas as well to recommend to people, especially if you're tired of the action scenes.
Yeah,
It's just so well done.
Hmm.
I'm trying to see what else I have. I mean, those are my top ones, honestly. There's a lot more.
Oh,
Like,
Yasumi Pun Pun.
oh no. Hey, if you really want to torture people, we can always talk about Boku no Pico.
Stop that.
No.
Vincent, what?
Why would you say that? You
Why?
complain about Berserk. Y'all complain about Berserk, but that one, you know what? I will always say screw Wolf for making me watch that.
Huh. Oh, he made you watch that? I'm so sorry.
Fam, I didn't know what it was. He put it on. And I
Oh
looked at him. I
no.
was like, you better be glad you are my homie right now.
That sound like something he would do too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every minute of it.
You're like, oh, she cute.
Oh.
Yo, bruh. Then he was like, did you want to watch the secret episodes? And you know what Jake said? I said yes.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
Why?
Because we were already down the rabbit hole, and I was like, you know what? Let's see how deeper this gets.
Wow.
That sounds like a bad idea right there. Oh Lord.
Yeah, they've been tainted with the poison. Might as well,
Yeah.
might as well start buying Astolfo figurines and shit.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So for this next one, we're gonna talk about basically. I think everybody in anime knows what the big four is. And
Wait.
just
Let me give some I have, I think, a couple recommends, and then I'm gonna keep it short.
okay.
Recommends out. Hataraku Saibo Black is not by the same person. Okay. This instead takes place inside of I think it's very obvious. that
Isn't
it's
he a
man-
person that is like sick or like an unhealthy person?
very unhealthy body? So
Okay.
you get to see
Oh.
what happens when you don't.
That sells at work, by the way.
Yeah, because for
Oh,
English translation, sounds at work.
yes.
Sounds at work.
Cells at work black, and the reason why it's black is because the dude smokes. He smokes. He drinks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that happens to your body when you alcohol,
Decide unhealthy
and so
choices.
forth.
essentially.
Right, unhealthy choices. Another one I'd recommend, Journey to the West by the same dude that did Feng Shenji. I know you didn't. You may not have seen it yet, but yo,
Michaela, you have my attention. You have my
no.
undivided.
yo,
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
You have my whole heart
same
right
dude
now.
who did, okay, just people getting straight G'd, like, oh, dang.
Okay, how bad are we talking about? Are we talking about LeBron James yamming on somebody G'd on?
Oh
Or are
no.
we talking about like Ronda Rousey beating you in 14 seconds jammed on? Like, what are we talking about?
We talking about I'm getting sponsored by Nike. Jim.
Oh,
no.
Oh no.
No.
Pineapples, brother. Pineapples. Oh my goodness.
Yo, these dudes. The worst part is that you got multiple dragons, so it's not like it's just one this time.
Wait. There's multiple dragons?
There's multiple dragons.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
You don't just got one.
Is it colored this time? Is it still color?
Oh, it's still all color.
Oh boy.
All color.
Oh
Most mangas are all colored.
yeah, they are. Yeah. Well, no, Sun Rock isn't.
No, that's what I said. Most of them.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just. Oh my god, it's just straight G'ing people. But let's see. I think I have one more. I didn't remember what it was. No. I think you guys actually. I think you said everything already.
Yeah, you guys covered a lot of the ones I was going to say.
Yeah. There's nothing else that I could put up here.
All right. Well, this is I think one of the topics we wanted to get into for the longest. Just like why we think that mainstream, it's not even mainstream anime, but like the big four mainstream, and like what's wrong with them, and like why they shouldn't be put on this pedestal. And why I say that, there's this tweet from this guy, his name's Aaron. And he said something was interesting. He said, I put those in a classic category, but I still think they're bad. And he was like, you could call something classic because they can influence stuff.
Yes. No, yes.
But
I agree with that 100%.
They can have problems with them. And
yes,
the fact that we can't talk about them and not have problems means, guys, y'all palette is terrible. And he was like, right. And yeah, I think, and the ones we're talking about is Naruto, Bleach, DBZ. I think Fairy Tail doesn't even be in this because Fairy Tail is literally what they play at funerals. So
no. Fairy Tail is the colleges of funerals. There's a difference. Do not spit on the dead's grave like that. Jesus, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, so it's just really those. I wouldn't even put One Piece in there because I think that's the only part of the big four. Even though it's too long, I like it.
Well, no, because One Piece, in my opinion, they do good, but it's because they're so. It's just. Like One Piece's biggest issue is it's too long. Like
that's fair.
That's my only issue with my personal issue with it. At least
it's a lot to get to the dope parts, but when you get to the dope parts, he really pays it off.
Yeah.
And he always does it with when he hits 100 mark. Something always happens.
Yeah.
Always happens. You creeping around, you getting close to 600, 700, 800, 500, 400, doesn't matter. Something gonna happen at chapter 400.
Sure.
Every numbered 100 mark, something gonna happen.
Yup.
But let's
we can start off with this Naruto.
Oh, you want to start
Bleach?
With
okay, let's do that.
No, we should start with Dragon Ball Z because it's like
good.
It's a go. Yeah, we'll start off with that one.
Yeah.
So here's my issue with Bleach. Oh no, DBZ, and here's the reason why I don't have much to say about it anymore. My biggest issue is one, Goku's a horrible father.
Okay.
It's the same thing. It's basically it envelopes the idea and theme of shonen. Like when you say shonen, I immediately think of DBZ, and that is a bad and good thing as well. Now, I agree with what Aaron said, is that it is considered like what I call a legacy series because it has built the foundation of what is shonen right now. I'm not going to go out there and disrespect the series like that because I watched it as a kid too, and I loved it as a kid. Watching it now, I'm like, I'm hot trash for enjoying it. Yeah. But the only redeeming factor of it right now is because one, I still need to watch Dragon Ball Super. So that's the only reason why I'm not going off on a huge tangent because I want to see where Super is going to take me.
Okay. Two, real quick. Are we talking just Dragon Ball Z or are we going to talk about the Dragon Ball like continuity?
Dragon Ball is fantastic.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball is
okay, but I'm talking
Dragon Ball is fantastic. I think the only problem with Dragon Ball now, it's antiquated. It's just these things don't age well. I think that's just the thing.
No, like just my main question is: are we focusing on Dragon Ball Z, or do you want to talk about Dragon Ball Z, and Super?
I'm just talking all of it. Like
because we'll talk about Super another day, right?
Okay, these are three different conversations right there.
It takes like 3 years to talk about because there's too many complaints.
I mean, fan service to like the next degree. Even though I like Super, so you know.
And like, so my other thing, the only reason my redeeming quality from Dragon Ball is Team 4-Star, DBZ Abridged.
Yes.
The Abridged series, like I don't even go back to the original series. I just go straight back to Abridged. Like I remember more of the series from Abridged than I do from the actual like original series. Because in my opinion, Abridged is fantastic. I love Abridged.
I legitimately treat Ghost Nappa as headcanon.
Yeah.
I don't remember how Nappa was in the actual Dragon Ball Z. It's just Vegeta. And then, oh my goodness.
Vegeta.
Exactly.
Can we keep it?
Damn it, Nappa.
Oh man.
I mean,
but yeah, that's the end of it for me for Dragon Ball.
My problem with DBZ is it's like people really need to understand. Like I don't think like you know how DBZ is probably the most popular anime ever created, and I don't know if anything's going to get that popular or that transcendent. Like it transcended its medium, its genre. It's part of pop culture, American pop culture, right?
Yeah.
But people forget it started in 1987.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's old, man.
Yeah.
It's 31 years old.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of things that are antiquated. Like that pacing in the 80s worked, but nowadays nobody wants to see blonde dudes scream at each other all the dang time. You know what I'm saying?
America,
I mean, that's why they made Dragon Ball Kai.
Yeah.
But that's America, though.
It aired in Japan too.
No, that's when it aired. It aired in 87 in Japan. It didn't come to America until the late 90s, early 2000s.
No, I'm just talking about blind dudes screaming at each other. Like that's why they made Kai to shorten it because the pacing was so trash.
But don't you find that like sad that America has to take your entity and shorten it?
America didn't do. I'm telling you, they aired this in Japan too. It's not just for America; it's for the whole world because they realize in our day, in modern society, we don't want to watch that. That's the whole reason why they did Kai in the first place. It was literally, let me take this series. Let's take all the filler out because you gotta remember the filler was only there because they were waiting for Toriyama to make the rest of the story. So they took all the filler out so it'd be closer to the manga and it was shorter. I think it's shorter by like 100 episodes too. So like it's significantly shorter.
I would love that for Naruto to happen, honestly.
Don't bring it back, please.
Don't bring it back.
I mean,
we'll get to Naruto. We'll get to
Well, okay. Let me finish.
Okay, you continue. I'll say what I have to say later. Okay.
The other problem with DBZ is there's like two things. I think that they did not let Akira Toriyama fulfill his artistic vision, and I think when you do that, you are hamstringing the series. And two, I think that each arc got worse, but the consequences and like the actual things that were at stake got higher, which gave it a sense of like purpose, which overlaid on top of it what was wrong. Because with the Saiyans, they just wanted to destroy Earth. With Frieza, not only was he going to destroy Namek, he was going to go to Earth and destroy that too, because he just hated them that much. With Cell was going to destroy the universe, right? And then with Boo was not only going to destroy the universe, he was going to hop universes and destroy those things too. So like the stakes got higher with each villain. It's just the plot holes got a lot bigger. And certain that it's an antiquated series. So it's like for us as kids, we rocked with that so heavy because it was so cool to us. But now that we're like 24, 25 years old, we're looking at it and it's like, okay, why didn't Goku just, go into the hyperbolic time chamber with Vegeta? They boss out for 2 years, come back with Super Saiyan 2 and body Cell. Like it just makes sense. But it's written that way. John, I understand that. It's written that way. It's antiquated. That's an antiquated way to tell a story. Like Shonen's like we just got done saying it. It's an antiquated way to tell us, and it shows its age. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think DBZ is influential as hell. I think everybody wants to get there. It's just it's antiquated for right now. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And so when narratives and stories don't start to make sense to you, it kind of falls in on itself, right? But it's still a beautiful series, right? I'll still watch it because the nostalgia is so powerful.
Right. And
that you'll forget. And that's okay. But it still doesn't make sense, man. Like I can point out how that just did not make sense and how that I don't vibe with that. Regardless of if they wrote it like that.
Expand on it. Good.
Like, okay, so it's kind of like Vegeta's complex. Like, do y'all think Vegeta actually grew as a Saiyan, as a fighter, or you think he just grew as a person? Because I can say he grew as a person. He never grew as a fighter.
In words of a British, like a bitch.
Oh no!
Yeah, like he never grew.
Less clothes.
He never grew as a fighter.
Well, no, because
he adapted as a fighter.
He adapted, but he's not a martial artist. The thing is that with Vegeta, the less clothes that he had on, the more human he was. I know that doesn't make sense, but in the beginning, where he had his full Saiyan garb on, that was the most Saiyan. There's no human; it's just all Saiyan. Then he had the shoulders cut off. Then he was a little bit more human. Then he didn't even have the armor on. That was the most human.
Like, but y'all see what I'm saying? Like, he literally lets people get stronger and then gets angry because Goku. Like, as much as we
do like realize that's his whole purpose.
Yeah, but Jaron, it's okay, but we can't say that's a flaw when from 1987 to now that has not changed.
But it's a purposeful flaw. It's literally a flaw on purpose.
But it's still bad. It's bad.
I'm not saying that it's good. Bad. I'm just saying that's an artistic concept. That's literally Toriyama's artistic vision.
He doesn't.
Vegeta is literally flawed. He's a flawed character. He's supposed to be a flawed character.
But my problem is that not only did he let that happen with Frieza, he let that happen with Cell. He let that happen with Boo. He let that happen with Goku Black, especially.
He's
gonna let that happen.
Ron, that's the thing. Yeah, but that's my point. Like the storytelling itself is stuck in the 80s.
But it was made in the 80s, so we need to just get over that. Like it's an old show. We know that.
We don't have to, because you can literally see Naruto starting in 1999. Do you see how differently they're doing Boruto? They're growing. They understand they can't tell stories that way anymore.
Okay. Like I said, are we getting a Super or not? Because
that's why I asked the question at the beginning. Are we doing
I can agree with you. But if we talking about Z, I can't agree with you.
We're talking about DBZ on its premise in 2018. I understand Super rectifies some of that stuff. And honestly, probably gives us one of the best arcs in a long time in DBZ in the tournament. I think that was a great idea from those guys. I'm not going to front. I think the first 100 episodes, the first like 60 weren't cool. They were just telling the story before and after the movie. But like once they got to the universe tournament, I thought that was fantastic. I think that was a really good.
All I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna leave the show, and it's an old show. It has its flaws now because anime and storytelling has grown over the years. But I'm not gonna judge it based on 2018 society or status.
But why not?
Anime that was made in the 80s, because it's not fair, because they can't predict the future, Jake.
I mean. But the thing is that the show is currently this is him currently adapting the show still. And even with him coming up with this new movie, I don't care about the movie. I don't. And the reason why I don't care about the movie is because the second I knew it was Broly, I knew how they were gonna beat him. And then they spoiled how they were gonna beat him, and I was like,
spoiler free? I don't know.
What happened?
I said we're gonna keep it spoiler free, or should we just deep dive into that too?
Everybody already knows they're gonna fuse to beat him. Wow,
that's a
whoop-de-doo.
But that goes back to what Jake said. They're not letting Toriyama do what.
Bro.
Okay, let's just say we're having Super.
That's why. Are we doing just Dragon Ball Z, or are we doing?
We got to have in the Super because we didn't go too far. He mentioned the movie. Toei won't let Toriyama
write what
he wants to write because. You can go back.
Gohan would have been the guy after.
No, that's false. Now that is false. Geekdom. I don't know y'all watch Geekdom. He's already proven that Toriyama still cared about Goku as number one. Gohan was never supposed to be number one.
But didn't he start off first saying he wanted Gohan? Then he changed his mind, right?
That was the editor choice.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
but no. Okay, go to Super. Goku, the whole Goku Black arc. Toriyama did not write Zamasu to be a powerful character. He wanted to change the series. He wanted to make Zamasu where the problem wasn't that they were able to beat him. That wasn't the problem. The problem was supposed to be he was immortal. So no matter how many times they beat him, he came back. It was going to bring a new element to Dragon Ball.
Kind of like
Toei said, nah, we ain't going to do that. Yep. What we're going to do is we're going to make him super strong out of nowhere because for plot reasons, and we're gonna have you fight him, and we're gonna have Goku and Vegeta fuse. Even though Toriyama never wanted that to happen, we're gonna have Vegeta come back as Super Saiyan Blue to fight him because that's fan service. That's gonna give us the most money. They're gonna make us toys.
Yep.
This is the point where Toriyama basically writes the outline for the story, and Toei like, okay, we're gonna put everything else in the middle. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the same thing with the manga too.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jaron. It's just that, like, I think we're all three of us are right, and I think all of our concerns and can be right at the same time. It's just that I don't think because of the install fan base that it naturally has, it had to do that. And I know it's not Akira Toriyama's fault, but the fact that Toei hasn't like really just like asked the American audience or just the both audiences what they actually prefer and what they want to see from their I think that's the future of anime.
They don't have to
because
they
they
really
use
don't.
their money talks.
The money talks. No matter how trash you think Super is,
people are buying DVDs.
Wait, no. I don't think Super is trash. I just didn't want Super, and I told people that y'all were going to get very bored with that series until they got to the Universe arc, is because that's going to be everything y'all have seen already. Like, there's nothing new, and at least with the Universe arc, they introduced characters and narratives that were interesting enough to keep you there, right? Even though I don't like Super Saiyan Blue, I don't like Red. Like, I think those things are stupid. I think God Key is stupid. Then they could wrote that a little bit better. I like Ultra Instinct. I like the way Goku.
Like God Key either, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
that's no Toei thing.
Yeah, so it's like Toei is really the one who screwed this up, not Akira.
But Toei is smart. They didn't screw up nothing. For Toei, they didn't screw up nothing. They made so much money off this that they literally in the series say, we're gonna wait a year and make a movie now. This is gonna be the first movie that drops in Japan and 1 month later comes into America. Like, that's how much money they got. They have enough money where they can make the series and get it dubbed make the movie and get it dubbed at the same time.
Let me put it into perspective, like how much money they make. Y'all know about Dokkan Battle, that gacha game on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so every time a new episode or a hype episode comes out, there's a new character, some kind of new form. They release a unit, right? In Dokkan Battle, they give you rewards based off of like if the app becomes like top grossing in your country or in any other country. I've been playing this game for roughly a year, and I've seen this happen like countless amount of times. The amount of money they're revenuing just from this one random gacha game from Super is ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's
Toei, as much as we don't like it,
they're doing it right.
Toei are geniuses when it comes to getting this money.
Because another one
in the back, but I'm not one thing, Michaela. I'm not talking about the money aspect of these. When I critique these animes, I'm not talking about money. I could care less about that. I'm talking about the artistic vision of it all. So that's where I'm coming from.
Here's the issue. That's great.
Unfortunately,
in the anime business, it's all about the money.
Yeah, they don't care about it. Here's another perfect parallel. Look at South Korea. Look at their pop idol business.
Yeah.
You think they give a shit about what anybody else thinks? Those girls, those guys, whatever, they go into their little pop idol groups and they're stuck there. Their life is sucked up by their contract. And they do whatever they don't really make their own music, most of them. Whoever their contract belongs to, they do everything. And they're in a goddamn boot camp specifically for that. Think of those people, but as the intellectual property of these anime. It's the same. You're not going to get a lot of these, a lot of the old shows that we got before. We're not going to get those. We're going to get the same story most of the time. We're not going to get stuff like Made in Abyss all the time. We're going to get stuff like Fairy Tail all the time. That's the garbage we're going to get a lot.
No, we're going to get stuff like Naruto, you mean? Naruto, the four originals, we're going to get stuff like that because they make the most money. That's the reason why they're the top four.
Especially now where we stream shows and it's not about what's the best, it's what's new.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to get new stuff out. It rehash the same story with different characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, again, this is going back to Dragon Ball. Just look how much money they've made from introducing Super. It doesn't matter, even though people very, very few people think that, okay, Super is one of the greatest parts of Dragon Ball. There are not many people that are like, oh, this is the greatest part of Dragon Ball, or are in love with it. They tolerate it, they like it, right? But Xenoverse, Dragon Ball Fighters, Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Heroes, all this crap makes them a shit ton of money. They make so much goddamn money off of just the goddamn name. They could make Cell come back and make him
golden. Yep.
and people are gonna freaking watch it.
And the sad part is I started off with Dragon Ball Super as I was not gonna watch it until that Trunks transformation scene. Then I was like, okay, this is a little bit hype. I kind of like it, but it's still just a ton of fan service. That's all it is.
And
honestly,
they even there's a major plot holes, especially with Trunks. Because Trunks, oh my god, the idea that this is the thing is that there's multiple Trunks just within the Android saga of Dragon Ball. You have the Trunks that visits them.
Yep. The first time, yeah.
Right. The first time. That's not the same Trunks that comes back.
Yes, that's true.
This is true.
That's
not
true.
The same Trunks.
That Trunks doesn't have to end up dealing with the androids because they killed him, right? And then he comes back.
No. The Trunks the reason why is because Trunks in his timeline, right? In his timeline, he again the androids beat everybody for the most part. And with the difference with his timeline, he goes back, he goes to before Goku gets there, because Goku's supposed to come back and beat Frieza a second time.
Yeah.
Right? That doesn't happen. Yeah. Trunks does. But the problem is that, okay, Trunks tells them the information. He goes back to his timeline, thinking everything's okay. That Trunks that leaves and comes back is not the same Trunks that they met, because
he's from a different universe, a story like timeline.
He's also from a different universe because just going by the way multi-universe theory is, that Trunks technically split into multiple Trunks that went into multiple universes at the same time to all have a different outcome.
Yeah.
Because a different Trunks did come back earlier, but died
to Cell, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was going to bring up too. Like, so, And
so because there's technically all these Trunks that are going back and forth, the Trunks that they made in Super may have been the Trunks that they dealt with.
Died by Cell. Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't have been the one that died by Cell, but it may have been the one that. It does not mean that was the one that they met. That may have been a Trunks from a different timeline that still made the same choices as the other Trunks to go back and help their timeline.
If anybody wants to realize the timeline theories, there's a dude on YouTube named Quaman. He has a 43-minute video explaining that there's 4 different Trunks.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 4 different timelines, and he literally goes through and breaks down all of it. So if you really want to know that Trunks
there's 4
timeline,
at least.
What's his name? Watch it. His name is Quaman, QAA man. It's 43 minutes. He breaks it down perfectly. Watch that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that everybody's gripe about DBZ? I think it's just like little plot holes and it's a little antiquated. I think it's better than the next 2 are going to get into.
I mean, yeah, I guess for now.
I just, oh my lord.
Bleach.
Okay.
I didn't watch that series, so I'm not going to talk about it.
I'm going to let y'all go at it for this one.
So it's just gonna be us 3. Oh, bro, we about.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we about to.
Ron, get your pop.
Bleach was supposed to be.
I got my pizza. That's fine.
Legit. Bleach had the best premise of any shonen I've ever seen.
It was supposed to be the next Yu Yu Hakusho in my
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
It's supposed to be the next great one, and it didn't do anything because homie couldn't. Never mind. I'm just.
But even from the get-go, and this is the problem. He fucking couldn't. Oh, well, he
hey, he tried. It's been almost 2 hours. He tried.
You need to say no, but that's how triggered we are about the show, though.
Yeah, he tried though.
Okay, let me put it this way. So I started Bleach off as the anime. I didn't start reading the manga until actually I want to say a little bit before the Aizen arc. I want to say like it was like halfway through Aizen arc that I started hopping onto the manga.
Oh my god!
I don't even know.
No.
Here's my issue. Bleach is just one of those series where the main character was cool. Like it was an awesome start. It was humorous, and then when shit hit the fan, he went to Soul Society. Everything was great. As soon as he finished the Rukia arc, it went straight to hell.
Mm-hmm.
So the beginning part of the Aizen arc was stupid because one, it wasn't even about Aizen. To be honest, it was just about. I don't even want to describe what that beginning part was all about because what happened? Because my memory's kind of juggled up about Bleach. Because after they saved
I remember
Rukia,
this shit.
after they saved Rukia, was that when Orihime decides to dip out and go to
She
Soul
got. She got.
aside from the fillers, because the fillers just jack me up.
Aside from the fillers, because Orihime, so Nap and Vegeta show up.
Oh
and
my
they
god.
beat the hell out of they beat the hell out of Ichigo. And then when Nap and Vegeta leave, they're like, "Huh, we're gonna go capture what's her name?"
The Dragon Ball?
Actually,
Oh.
no, I'm calling them Nap and Vegeta just because it's
appropriate.
I thought we were going with the joke, but never mind. All right.
But they kind of did the same thing. And so Grimjo goes, beats him up, comes back. Then they go and I think after going and coming back multiple times for whatever reason, the purpose of that was. He tells Ukiura tells her, "Oh, we're gonna take you because of your powers. Don't tell nobody. You tell anybody, we kill her."
Okay, no, thank you, because now that has now re-triggered me. And the worst part is
re-triggered.
No, okay, you guys understand. So it's supposed to interlude to the Aizen arc, but it doesn't. It becomes this whole Arrancar arc. And the best part about the entire Arrancar and Aizen arc is they don't even use her powers.
Oh.
They use it. Yeah, they use it. No, they don't.
It's literally just there for healing. And even then, they don't even use it that much. They literally do not use her powers for whatsoever. And all of a sudden, what do you call it? Aizen goes on this whole tangent of like, I don't understand how it went from the Hokyo, this little like orb gem that can it's basically a wishing gem. How it went from that to that. Oh yeah, Ichigo, you've been a lifetime experiment. I've wasted half of Soul Society instead of just finishing it all off. I wasted half of the resources just so that your dad can knock your mom up with freaking a run card power within you.
So my problem with Bleach is they took two very complex narratives and decided to shove them together.
Yeah.
And to play off of one another. Because just Ichigo finding out what he is and his powers should have been a separate arc.
No,
right?
That, in my opinion, would have been fantastic if they had introduced it right after the Rookie arc.
But that was one of the fillers, right? I think we all agree that the Fullbringer arc was pretty good.
Well, it's part of it. It's part of it.
That was horrible.
Well, no. 80% of it was bad. Like actually finding out what a Fullbringer was the best part.
Real talk. Tsukishima was the best part of that whole arc.
Yeah, but him finding out what his powers were like the best part. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, but
he didn't even find out then. He found out after.
Didn't. He just used the powers. Yeah,
he just used it. And that's my issue. But that goes back to my biggest issue about Ichigo is the fact that after the Rookie arc, the side characters were more interesting than he was.
Yes, all of the captains and the vice captains were way more interesting and had a better backstory than Ichigo did. I don't know how that works. How is your main character that bad? How was the villain more interesting? And we didn't even see Aizen's Bankai at all.
No, and the thing is that when it comes to Ichigo, please, what was Ichigo's goal in the whole show?
Thank you. What aside from saving Rukia, after that point, why did you need to keep fighting? What did you owe them? Like,
yeah. And then they gave you a badge to nerf you because you were that good.
Yeah.
They gave you a badge to nerf you. Even after finding out, yo, these dudes nerfed you and you could have got killed. I'm gonna stick with them and protect them. But why? You don't have a reason for anything. Literally no reason to do anything in that entire show. It's not because he had a goal. There was not because there was something he wanted to obtain. He didn't want to be stronger for a purpose. Even if it was like, I want to fight stronger enemies, at least say it.
But you know what the saddest part is, though? There's the entire premise of the show. They literally could have literally put the angle of that Soul Society was the cause of his mother's death. They could have made that the main point for him. It would have still made more sense to me than he was doing right now.
Vincent, the problem with Bleach is that the payoffs are so jam-packed into one arc which is in the manga. Because like we're talking about an anime that's not finished. Like the manga's finished, but it stopped after the Aranka.
Because there's no money. There's no money to make.
Kuruka Town arc. Like it stopped after that.
The Fullbringers arc. No, it finished around the Fullbringers arc.
No, like that's a filler. I'm talking about the actual story. That's a filler. No. I'm talking about the actual story.
No, the Fullbringer is
real. That's
Fullbringer's in the manga.
I thought that was a filler.
Nope.
No, it's part of the manga.
That was real.
That's real.
Oh,
welcome to Hot Trash. Welcome to Hot Trash.
Oh yeah, it's doo-doo. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
You see why we're so hellbent about this? It's all canon. Yes.
Okay.
So
that's what it is. I skipped it because I would go on forums. When I wanted to finish Bleach. I would go on forums to be like, so what chapter should I skip? And people would say the chapter is the Fullbringer arc. So I just skipped it, right? But like the payoff is in writing form and not in anime form. And that's the problem. Because we do end up finding out what Ichigo really is, the mixture of his powers. We do end up really realizing what his mom did. And then they introduced a whole different side of Soul Society in the last arc of the series. For what?
So
because he got G'd by Hashvald. Yeah.
So here's my biggest issue about this last arc. The beginning premise of it. So my biggest issue. Okay, so the number one, it was way too long. Like that first arc was what? It was basically 3 arcs put into one. Like it was literally the beginning invasion of the 15th Princes. Then it was the reforging of his soul.
Wind tunnel.
It was straight back to
Hurricane.
It was just terrible, dude. And then on top of all that,
you got the wind tunnel shit going on.
Really? Again?
Yeah, Vincent, you're in the middle of like a tsunami, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
So I think I am gonna go out on a limb and actually like defend Bleach a little bit.
Oh no.
I do think the powers are my favorite. I think the whole Soul Society setting is great. I think all of the side characters are written great. I think they made every last single side character important, right? My problem with that series overall. Oh, by the way, the one thing it is, as much as I love Naruto fights, nothing, and I mean nothing beats Bleach fights. When they get busy, they get busy.
Yeah,
except for where they take a good 20 minutes explaining what their powers are in front of the guy instead of just slashing him.
But that's the other thing. Is like and my opinion is actually of the opposite. Is that I actually think that their powers are my least favorite part of the show.
Word.
And why is because of the way that they introduce their powers.
Yeah.
Do not tell your opponent exactly what your freaking thing does. Your Zanpakuto, your Arrancar powers, your Quincy powers. Don't tell them. The first example was Master Masculine. Oh, your power is what was it? What was that dude? Rose? I can control everything. Whatever you see with the sound of my Bankai. Oh, really? Pop his eardrums. Beat the hell out of him.
Yep.
Like, also, nobody in Bleach ever turns around. Everybody gets stabbed from the back. Nobody.
Oh my god.
Never turn around. I've never seen somebody in Bleach.
Yo, like, but the powers weren't that great to you. Like I
think he needs to fight.
Why is because think about it this way: Aizen has the power to control the 5 senses as a Shikai, but there are other characters in the same series, but they have a weaker version of his Shikai by only controlling 1 or 2 senses. And then you have what's his name, Toshiro. I have the strongest Ice Zanpakuto. Wrong. Rukia does. 0 Kelvin? How you gonna have something as an Ice Zanpakuto that's stronger than somebody who has a move?
Yeah, it doesn't show it stopped heat. It stopped heat. That's physically impossible, guys. Let me give you physics.
I mean, it's anime, but
physics lesson. When entropy stops, the universe is dead.
Yeah.
You stop heat, the universe dies. She can stop heat. And I'm like, what?
But she's not doesn't have the
how you getting Rukia? You're not Daphne, okay?
Yeah, no. See, but that's my problem, is that they did not for as many characters as they had, they could have had so many other cool parts. Look at all the Hunter x Hunter characters.
No, my
all
issue
their
is
powers.
the only character that stood true that was fantastic was Shinsui.
Shinsui and Urahara.
Yeah. Because when Shinsui fought, Shinsui didn't say nothing. He literally let them think.
My favorite.
That man's Bankai and Shikai is literally a game. And the man said, "Oh, we're playing a game." And he goes, "What's the rules?" And he just says, "Well, if you notice the sword coming from the back, you'll know what it is."
Like, and that's the thing is, I mean, they even, and other thing, this is another thing I hate about Bleach. Okay. I do not like any of their black characters. I don't like any of them because they all turn into insects. Why?
Yo.
What the hell?
What? Blind cricket. I was upset.
Like, they made
blind
them
cricket.
with it.
I was like, fam, that's how we gonna do him? That's how we gonna do him?
But did you meet the X-axis though? The X-axis was ridiculous. Anything in the X-axis, gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna hide behind this building. I said anything within the X-axis is gone. And he shot through that building and through him. I was like, oh no. And then he turned into what? A goddamn bug. Get the yo.
Didn't he use sound in the X-axis, right?
Did he? I don't even.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
We're talking about Kisamaru's vice captain, right? The evil.
Oh, this is the Stern Ritter. This is a different dude.
You're talking about I'm talking about Tozen. Like
I know. I was agreeing with you with him.
Yeah.
And there's another dude.
There's another dude. No, there's another dude.
There's another black dude.
No. Yeah.
He's cool as shit.
Like the Quincy's were cooler than the Soul Society people.
No, because the Quincy should have died in the first place. That made me so mad when he popped and said that. Oh, by the way, we're Quincy's. I literally looked up. I'm like, is this Helsing a British? No, gentlemen, we are Nazis. I was like,
Yo, Michaela, remember when the dude came up in the homie's home and was like, yeah, we just killing all your captains and vice captains. And by the way, he was literally, this is how his whole attitude was off. He was like, fuck your vice captain, fuck your couch, fuck everything you stand for. Like, it was so bad. And he was like, I'll see you later. And then his power was the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I have the power of balance, and he can balance anything. I was like, what? But then it was so broken. It was broken.
But that was why I didn't like it. Because they had broken powers and did not defeat those broken powers in very logical ways.
Yeah.
Overpowered.
It was literally just power up, scream your heart out, and then slash, I won. And that was but no, here's the best part. That last arc, we didn't even really see how he killed him or beat him. Like that last arc, you're trying to tell me that he was defeated by a 4-year-old who stuck his 3 little fingers. That man went shocker mode into a hole.
That sounds bad out of context, but anyway.
But that is what it was, though.
Oh no,
that's literally what it was.
Yeah, and
this video it's.
And
also,
because Yahweh, the problem that with Yahweh is that the
dude
is broken. I can see into every possible future and everything you do.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what you do, and I have everybody's powers because I touched you one time.
Yep.
So I have all your powers. I have Yamamoto's Bankai, and I have all these people, all the Stern Ritter that died. I have their powers too.
Yeah,
and he lost.
Yeah,
because and Ichigo apparently had the perfect Bankai to beat him. But then he's like, oh, you used it? I broke it. Now you don't have a Bankai again anymore. But I'm like, oh, but the antithesis is the perfect ability to somehow beat him. But shouldn't he also have the antithesis as well? Apparently not.
It was just so stupid.
He wrote himself in the hole. And I will never, ever, ever, ever forgive Kubo for 2 things. I did not get to see my Bayorichi's Bankai, and you had to so long for Kenpachi's Bankai. It took that man being in prison to listen to his sword. I was like, what?
No.
Well,
okay.
Yes.
No, because look,
he was dying over and over and over again until he listened to the sword.
No, because look, Kenpachi had
Vincent, it's a waste of a great character. That dude is one of the most beloved characters.
Here's the thing. Kenpachi, he has so much Ryatsu that his sword manifested into a person.
Yeah.
I will let Kubo get away with that. Because
how can you do that? No, I can't.
No, because look, in the beginning, Kenpachi has always been known to be a brute. No, Kenpachi has always been known to be a brute. And a brute is not just going to go through the simple way out. Like, in my opinion, it's a waste of a character, but he's
of the Soul Society. He's smart enough to do this.
Bro,
he wasn't about being smart. He beat the hell out of everybody to get to that point.
Yeah, he overpowered because he just felt, his upbringing made him be that way. But
yes, so there's no, in my opinion, there's no flaw with him aside that he was.
No. I'm not saying there's a flaw with his character. I'm just saying that payoff. Like, I had to wait that long for something that it shouldn't. They could have used him for the Rancor arc.
No, you wonder why it took that long for him to see that Bankai? Because Naruto hasn't given Kubo any information for him to make it the same thing. So when Guy finally hit with 8 gates, that's when Kubo was like, "Oh, let me make Kenpachi do the same thing."
And the funny thing about that is that that's basically what his Bankai was. It was like almost like a complete full release of just pure strength.
Yeah.
It was just the 8 gates.
Yeah.
And as shitty as that sounds, because he gets his Shikai from training with Retsu, and then proceeds to beat a kid who can manipulate reality through imagination. Again, Yu Habak has this ability too.
That is OP, by the way. Yeah, I don't know how. Like,
he imagines a meteor, and then Kenpachi takes the meat cleaver that is his Bankai, swings at it.
Oh, that was just a Shikai.
That was a Shikai.
No, that was okay. It was his Shikai. He hits it, and it explodes everywhere, right? And the kid gets so scared, he imagines his death and dies. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yep.
Wait, what?
That's how he
That's how he lost.
What? No, okay.
He imagined his death and lost.
Anytime I think about watching Bleach from now, I'm gonna think of that and be like, never mind, am I wasting my time?
But they're not gonna animate it because the show is not gonna make money, in my opinion.
No, it's
like,
not. It's
that
not.
last arc was such a mess, dude. Like it was
rushed. It was terrible.
Okay, so wait, what was the other thing you were pissed off about aside from Kenpachi?
Fam. The best couple or the best partnership in that series was Urahara and Yoriichi.
No. Go back on it. Did they? It was that Yuichi's Bankai.
No, that was a coup. Her clan were the inventors of the Flash Step, and that was her using her Ryatsu in a advanced version of.
My man slapped that booty so hard it seemed like he forced her into Bankai mode. And she turned into a Neko, and I was looking at that. I was like, that is fan service so hard. Like,
yeah, bro. That suit that she had on was crazy.
Bro, he smacked her booty so hard that she transformed. Do you know how hard you had to smack that? Like, that man said, whack. He looked over, he said, look at what's mine. Bop.
Vincent, Bob.
Like, but that's the thing. Like, Urahara's wait, did we have? No, we got to see his Bankai.
His Bankai was broken too.
His Bankai
his Shikai was fire.
No, his Bankai is better.
Bankai is ridiculous.
I love
blood in the area, period. He has no control over where he takes blood from. He controls it. Period.
No, I thought his Bankai was the ability to recreate anything.
What?
Like stitching. He could put things.
That was because he used his the blood. Let me see something. Let me look it up.
No, I'm pretty sure his Bankai was like, if he can understand something to level, Benihime, his Bankai can essentially recreate. So when he got slashed in half, he uses Bankai to make it so that he was put back together and stitched up. And that's how he was able to stitch himself out of that little dimension thing. Yeah, because I remember reading it was broken.
His name blinded him.
Yeah, and he got his eyes back because his Bankai. Like
unlike Jesus Naruto giving people eyes back and shit.
Oh my goodness,
that's a great segue. The one I have the most problem with, the most overrated anime in the history of anime.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Is Naruto.
Yeah,
like, I supremely hate that series. Like, I would not. You couldn't pay me to watch that series again.
Okay.
You couldn't. You could love the fight.
Oh my gosh.
Naruto. The only reason why I stuck to it because I started as a kid and I couldn't refuse. I was very dedicated to it.
Okay.
And
continue.
Here's my the thing I was about to say way earlier when we started it. The issue and the reason why Naruto is so successful is because it is the only ninja anime series that they've released that is good. It's like the show is, in my opinion, is bad, but for when it comes to if you look to like all these other ninja series, it is sadly one of the best ones out of all of them.
Yeah, even better than Naruto.
Yeah, I can't even like. There's so many ninja series out there that's so trash.
That's true, Vincent. But I'm not gonna give you a caveat because you did one genre really well.
No, I do this because of the fact that there's a bunch of Naruto fans out there who refuse to accept the fact that Naruto was poorly written. And the thing is, they are still sucking at their Hokage's left nut right now because they refuse to admit that Naruto was fit.
How is he the god of all shinobi? I remember that. They kept talking about that. There are a lot of things that they talked about in that show.
That's one of the issues I have.
He was the god of shinobi.
It was like Saratobi had his ARP card and was giving Orochimaru business. Yeah. And all they were doing was saying, oh my God, when he was young, he was a god shinobi. And I was like, okay, give me a flashback. No flashback.
Edo Tensei him. Remember that. When you get Edo Tensei, you get Edo Tensei in your prime. When Madara got Edo Tensei, he was a young buck.
Yeah.
But when this dude get Edo Tensei, he still got his AARP card.
Oh, bro, he's 75 years old, bro. Like I'm like
75 years old.
It's so bad. It's kind of like Toby Rama. He's a bigot. I mean, dude was a big dude. Is the reason why the Uchiha hate everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Homie was a straight up racist. I was like, what are we
doing? And he was more developed than any of the other Hokage.
Oh my God.
Somebody said on Twitter that Toby Rama, if a black person likes Toby Rama, you can clearly tell he hated the Black Panthers and his favorite person was J. Edgar Hoover. And I was like, you're a horrible person. Like, you can't be saying that about because they were like, how do you have Secret and Buu Ninja following the Uchiha everywhere they go?
Mm-hmm.
That is literally what the FBI did to the Black Panthers. Like literally everything. Yeah. That's nuts.
And it's crazy because Toby Rama had the most personality out of all of them. Even though his personality was like, he was a straight up bigot.
Hashirama was literally playing Brokeback Mountain. All right, we can't.
No.
Him and Madara were
That's true. They in Madara
were playing
each other.
Brokeback Mountain on Romeo and Juliet style. Like that mess was something else.
Yo, that man had his kimono open up from the front.
Oh my goodness. That man said you can sheath your kunai anytime you want.
Like God dang. Like this, it's just, and the other problem that I have is that the series has so many characters that are the same. They constantly do this shit with parallels.
Yeah.
Constantly. Oh, guess what? All the people on the good side are similar to each other. Hashirama, what's his name? Naruto, Minato.
Kakashi, you mean like the whole like generation,
the whole generational like parallel,
the will of the
will of Ashura and Indra. That garbage is awful.
Like
that's awful.
Like, so what I hate the most about the entire series was the beginning of it was supposed to be of that you fight against your destiny. And then towards the end, it was like, it's always been destiny, guys.
He was right. He died being right. And that's the worst part.
So tell me how Naruto, if I was Naruto, like real facts, like if I was Naruto after the war, I would have to sit all my elders down. Kakashi, I would have to sit down so y'all knew I was that dude from the beginning. Bro, y'all just let me get bullied out in the streets.
Yep. Okay, so there's two things about that. One, if y'all knew he was supposed to be some kind of god tier level like that, aside from Sarutobi, then why did you treat him like trash? And two, let me put this also. If you think about it, had Minato not have been the fourth Hokage, I don't think Naruto would have been the chosen one.
That's because
the only reason why he was the chosen one because he had the nine tails inside of him. Had he not had that nine tails in him, anyone else could have been the savior.
And the reason why I disagree is because he still has Senju blood. That's the
okay. He
has Senju blood.
Naruto is the perfect ninja as far as genetics.
Yeah.
Shinju clan, and he's a Uzumaki clan. Uzumaki clan people are natural sealers, and they have high chakra because they invented the sealing to seal tail beast. So they have to have natural chakra to keep a beast. On top of Shinju blood, which is royal blood. That is royal Leaf Village blood. So naturally, he has a rap ton of chakra. Like,
so he's sort of this great lineage, but we spit on him.
Yo,
but
they were bullying their savior. Fam, he was on the swings by himself, and they were kicking sand in his face.
Bro, there is an emo in Destiny. It's the saddest emo. It is literally you just playing with a swing by yourself.
See, I think if they never brought up the Kaguya past ninja lineage thing and just let it rock out from there, I think Naruto would have been great. But them bringing up Indra and Ashura was stupid.
Madara was a good villain, and then they ruined it.
He was great. Obito. Okay, even though
Obito was what was whack. I'm sorry, I can't.
Obito was okay. My dude is mad because one, the dude literally cucked himself. If you think about it,
he had no sauce.
No,
he was mad because he was lame.
No, he cucked himself.
Vincent, he was mad because he was lame, and Kakashi let him know he was lame.
No, he cucked himself because he could deal with all that. He was okay with dealing with all that. All that man wanted was Rin. And you telling me he started all of this because he cucked himself. Because he mad that another dude put himself in her and not even in the right home.
Oh, no.
But that is why he did everything.
Yes, he is mad. He legit blames Kakashi saying that you failed to protect her when I died. I'm like, are you serious? Wait, let me phrase it. Madara is literally over here trying to act like freaking what's his name? Oh my goodness, it's killing me that I can't remember his name. What was the other Malcolm X. Madara's over here acting like Malcolm X, trying to start a war and get revenge. And I'm like, that's perfectly justifiable because I feel for you, my dude, why you started all this. But you Toby, you telling me you starting beef, you wiping out countries.
Killing 4,000 ninja plus.
You got cucked.
Yeah, because and the worst part is that he walked into it out of context.
Yes.
And didn't even think about it. Didn't even think about the reason. Didn't even take a second to be like, I wonder why that happened.
Because you're lame.
But that's the problem.
Vincent, wind tunnel.
Oh my god, I'm hating this damn thing, dude. It's my Wi-Fi.
It's not that the villains. It's not that the villains were also corny. It's bruh, like the side characters did nothing
ever.
Can't blame Sokka for being useless, all right?
Ever. The ones that did work died. You can't tell me. So you telling me Neji can see 359 degrees, but he can't see a rock?
He got hit by
a really big rock. Yeah,
a really big rock, and he just dies. But we gonna keep Kiba.
Yeah,
we gonna keep Kiba,
the Yamcha of the series, who never did anything.
Oh no, he's
no, bro. We're gonna keep.
He even had a pet animal too.
Come on, now. Fang over Fang, no.
And the worst part is that and I say this again. I say this all the time. He died thinking that Naruto defied destiny. He died thinking he was wrong.
Yeah,
but he wasn't, and he was right from
the beginning. From the day of the tuning exams,
he was like, "You cannot evade destiny." Straight up.
Dang.
Yeah, I can. All right, do it. He never did.
If anything, he followed it to the T.
Exactly. And then you have again Toby. All right, you have Obito. This is another problem I have with Naruto, and it's the way he forgives other characters is beyond unrealistic.
The flashback talk no jutsu,
like
the most OP thing ever,
and it's
like
that entire
some things that these villains have done, you do not just forgive them for.
No, when you look at it from the perspective of, let's say, again, this is going to be very slightly political, but look at it from the perspective of somebody who is born into a family that hates people of another race, okay? And they grow up around people that act like that, and then they grow up thinking what they think. You don't talk to them one time, and all of a sudden they just stop feeling that way.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay? That's something that they grew up with.
Bro, you know, a perfect example is for all the people who are listening to this podcast who are shaking their head disagreeing with us right now. I can guarantee none of y'all are going to change your views and opinions of what we're saying right now. Even though, if the thing is, what we're saying is the reality of what this show Naruto is. It's just simple as that. Like,
also, I know I've said this a lot. There are things I do like with the series. I think the fights go nuts. I think the powers go nuts. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's about it. That's about it. That's about it. Like,
no,
like,
JT, I think what you mean is
Madara turning into a woman. I was like, no, all of this. So you're telling me y'all not teaching so you telling me all of the villages are totalitarian, authoritarian dictators who don't tell their constituents, by the way, who have powers, that there's a gigantic demon in the moon that if a certain group of people got power and a certain person got in power is going to bounce his eye off that moon and turn all of y'all into zombies. And y'all tell nobody this.
Mm-hmm.
They forgot. Whoops.
Yeah, we forgot.
Whoops. I was like, this is so unrealistic for people who are ninja, who fight stuff.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that you have all this lore, right? All of a sudden being uncovered in Boruto. And the only reason why I don't get behind Boruto is because the way they establish the lore does not make me believe that it was part of the series from Jump Street. I don't.
Yes. Why are the Uchiha the only people who can read these stones? So you telling me the Senju clan just like, no, y'all can write everything. No, what? What? Y'all were bigots against them. Y'all just gonna let them write secret tablets?
And then the worst part is that they somehow wrote tablets, right? They wrote tablets about getting the Rinnegan, even though nobody had it. So nobody could read the shit, but they could write in shit that nobody could read. How the hell do you do that? How do you do that? Like that, it's the shit don't even make any sense. Oh, by the way, the Eternal, right? Which only one person got? I only know of one person that had an Eternal manga kill to be able to write all that.
Yeah.
Right? And then let's even say with the Hyuga clan, you're telling me that all of y'all are actually the foster children, okay? And the real Hyuga clan is on the moon.
Yeah.
Fam. You see how stupid this is? Like, bruh, I just want people to understand this. So you telling me all the people who could see in 359 degrees have legendary eyesights, but y'all never gave it to them, but you gave it to the people who wanted to nuke everybody off the planet?
Whoops.
And then again, here's another problem. You have again this new eye technique, which Homeboy didn't even figure out yet. They don't even know what it does. Oh, I can absorb chakra through this square in my hand. Who beats you in that series then? Nobody. Who physically beats you in a series like that?
Yo, the thing that pissed me off the most is when Naruto and Sasuke went into this pocket dimension for a smooth 2 hours and met their ancestor dad and told them, hey guys, you're gonna save the shinobi world. And then Naruto comes down like Jesus, touches a charred looking rock like guy, and he all of a sudden comes back to life. I'm like, okay, Naruto, you should just like speak or do a Thanos snap and everything comes back to normal.
Hey, like, remember, he's following destiny again.
Yeah, and he granted Senju healing to other people immediately.
Yep.
And it's not even just about, I just brought this his skin back and I uncharred all of his organs. Kakashi's sitting there I'm still mad. The dude They were like, Kakashi, watch out. Huh? Dude, snatch the eye out of your head. How do you let that happen?
Yeah.
He didn't see it coming, I guess. Sure.
And then he's like, it's okay, my son. What? Oh. Get his eye back. What? Yo, wait a minute. Hold up. And then this is the continue. This is why I don't like Kakashi. Kakashi was a great character up until this point. Dude got Wi-Fi Sharingan. Okay. From hell. How did you give this man the Wi-Fi Manga Kill Sharingan? The dude who admittedly could sustain Manga Kill Sharingan for a small period of time to do 3 Kamui is now using it the whole Ninja War and then using Susanoo?
Yeah,
that didn't make any sense either.
He's not blood. Wait, and that's the crazy part. He's not a blood Uchiha.
No, he's not.
This stuff.
He's a regular dude.
Yep.
Oh, it's because of the Wi-Fi chakra. Get out. Get out.
Get out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Naruto was so powerful, he jacked into everybody's Ethernet and gave them chakra. What is this?
No, that was some fiber optic stuff
was-
too.
that
I don't
was-
understand.
Oh, I can give everybody at least enough chakra to give them the one-tail version of the beast.
Wait, oh my god, what? You have 9 tails. 9. How are you giving it to 5,000 people?
He really did pull a Jesus with that. Oh my goodness.
No, like I don't know. He had enough energy to fight for what? 2 days? 3 days? Yeah. Oh, not the Child of Destiny, but he finished the war on his birthday.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's the thing. Oh.
No, he delayed all that fight. He talked so much flashback no jutsu just to make sure it fell on his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, and then the villains were just like Legion of Doom, but they betrayed each other like the Trump administration, just flipping on everybody.
Oh no!
Was just Black Zetsu was the evilest person in the series. He backstabbed everybody at the right point, and then ended up like getting turned into mush. I was like, what is this? And then Madara's like, yay, I have all the power. I feel funny. I'm a woman now. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he got crocodile. Except the
no.
Oh no.
Yeah, bro. Like the whole Shinobi. I was so excited. Oh, you want to know the thing that really made me angry? So y'all got enough technology. Y'all got enough technology for TV, but y'all got enough technology for phones. Leave me alone.
Oh, but now they got laptops and they got Wi-Fi chakra. They got everything.
They got everything. Yeah.
Fam.
Naruto was in the administration. All of a sudden, it was.
Fam. I knew Naruto was a fraud when they made their own Shinobi CNN, like some frontline stuff. And they were like, Naruto was traveling from the front and they were like filming Naruto and giving him a interview while he's jumping from tree to tree. And I'm like, but y'all don't have cell phones?
Nope.
No.
It's not the ninja way.
It's not the ninja way.
I'm just so confused, bro. Like that whole series, like I think what we can say from all these series is these dudes wrote themselves in the holes they could not get themselves out of.
They really did.
I will give it to you that Boruto does look a lot better because they learned from Naruto.
But that's the problem. It took them 800, 700. It took them 700 chapters to realize that they didn't develop their characters together.
Yep.
And that they focused too much on characters being like 2 main characters being these Destiny characters, which I tell you now, they're gonna do it again.
Yep.
It's gonna take longer to do it. They're gonna do it again.
Well, dude. In the first 30 seconds of Boruto, it's a grown Boruto with tattoos, like a sleeve of chakra tattoos.
The dude looks like Mike Tyson right now.
Yeah, like he has a scar on his eye. He has a legendary version of Byakugan, I think, and he's fighting some dude.
No, that's not even Byakugan. That's some new shit.
Yeah. And the Leaf Village is like, you think it's basically like what happened if Pain destroyed the Leaf Village, and he was like, see what I did? And the dude was like, hold my beer. Because like he leveled it to the ground, like, and it's just them 2 fighting. So I'm like, and then
Homeboy goes, "I'm gonna end you the same way I ended your dad."
And it's like, oh, okay.
And I was like, bro, you telling me we wasted 800 something chapters in episodes just to see him get wiped out?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, now add however long Boruto is going to be. That's how much you've wasted, probably.
Yeah, and I can't wait for Boruto and Sarada to have a kid too. That's gonna be great.
Name Soruto.
Soruto.
Which we name Soruto. Call it now. Please no.
Like,
Jesus,
and that's the thing is that they did not mature their characters well enough, even within their own relationships. Okay.
Nope.
A perfect example, and it's the example I don't even want to talk about really, is with Sakura and Sasuke. The dude tried to kill you 3 times. Blatantly.
Minimum.
Blatantly. He blatantly tried to kill you.
Yo, Michaela, the funny thing is, Sasuke Slick treated her like he was a serial killer. Like,
he
professes her love, and the thing you do is take care of yourself, and you karate chop her in the back of her neck, and you put her on a bench, you psychopath. He sat her upright while she was unconscious. Do you know serial killers do that?
Yeah.
And then in Shippuden too, the whole like Chidori through the stomach, you're so annoying. Like, okay.
Yeah. He basically he almost killed a different girl that wanted his dick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. If she wasn't a Uzumaki,
she would have died. Yeah.
But then he tried to kill her, the Sakura.
Yep.
Again. And I'm like, and she's still sitting there like, man, I really want this dude to plan me with kids.
And the kid is more useful than her, apparently, from what I've heard.
And then Naruto is the stereotypical version of a dude that gets no women, that wishes he could read the minds of women so he knew which girl liked him.
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason why he's even with Hinata right the fuck now. Oops.
Because she liked him from the beginning. That was it.
That's it. Oh, I feel your chakra. It's like I've been forced into a romantic relationship with you. Whoops.
Yo, the thing that made me the most angriest about I do think that Naruto and Sakura's relationship is like one of my favorite things about that series, because they actually did become like real close, like brother sister. But when he was leaving to go to the front lines to fight,
and she said,
and she, knowing how he felt about her in the past, said, Naruto, I love you. And he looked at her for a smooth 3 seconds and said, if you ever do that again, we're not friends anymore, because I know you're lying.
Yeah.
I was like, you manipulative. I was like, you are a piece. This is why nobody wants you, Sakura.
Yeah.
Manipulative hard R. There you go.
Yep.
Like,
Naruto should have dropped everything that square up.
He should have smacked it right there.
Like, square up. Like we legit doing this. Naruto, we have to get to the front. No. Square up. Square up.
I don't even, and it was so stupid. And this
it was so random. Like, that's what
like, she really thought he was gonna get kidnapped by Kasami. Like, I know Kasami's that dude, and I do like his character, but he got owned by Guy.
Yeah.
Owned.
Yeah.
Owned. It's like, Naruto didn't need your help. Did you see who's traveling with him?
Yo.
Naruto didn't need, that was Guy and Kakashi. Like, what? That dude was dead the minute they gave him the freaking mission.
I think Guy surviving the fight with Madara
was stupid.
Was dumb. It was dumb.
I would have loved to see him be sacrificial. That would have been dope.
That would have been dope. Because he went in on Madara, bro.
Yeah. Madara said if he was 3 inches up, he would have killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
but for me, it was a speech that gave it to me. This man said, I'm going to build the foundation with the league. I like everything he said. I was like, it is, even though it is a death flag, it is probably the best way to go out as a hero. And then he brought him back alive. I'm like, you couldn't even let him have this. You could not let him enjoy the rest of his youth. Now you're going to force him to get old and play in the wheelchair that he is in now.
Right.
I would have liked him actually straight up. Have him, if you're gonna introduce Kaguya anyway, let him kill him. Let him kill Madara. Let him do it, and then have Black Zetsu take over the body.
Yes.
And then bring Kaguya.
Yes.
At least, because his dad kills 6 of the 7 swordsmen of the mist.
Yep.
He murdered them, bro.
Yeah.
Those are some and they come back. Kakashi had to fight with other dudes to beat them.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much.
At least let him kill Madara and then
have that on his title. Give him that title.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think the main thing I hate about this series is two things. It's people's relationship with Sasuke and the fans of this series. I can't stand the fans of this series. I cannot.
But I hate it when they try to say Naruto is the best anime series out there, or when they try to say it's better than some of the best series out there right now. Like my thing is, you can be a fan of the show. I do not mind, and I understand why you're a fan of the show. But the second you start saying some BS, how like Naruto's better than Tokyo Ghoul, better than Magi, better than basically, if you say Naruto's better than any of the anime series that we've recommended, that's when I have an issue with you.
Yeah. Also, like I said about Sasuke, I think his character growth, we didn't get to see his character growth until the Boruto movie. And then that version of Sasuke is super dope.
Yeah.
That's a calm, confident guy. This one is an angry, petulant child.
Yeah.
Albeit, I know they're 15. He's bruh. Are you serious, dog? You've almost killed 2 women. You've almost killed 2 women for no reason. That's one.
It's in their blood. It's ingrained in them.
Yeah, bro. Like,
quote unquote, like said by Toby Rama, the racist.
Honestly, the best. honestly, I just thought about this. The best part about Naruto is the anti-heroes. Like, I hated Kabuto, but I like Kabuto. Dude, I hated Orochimaru. I really love Orochimaru's character.
Kabuto had the best backstory in the
it was so
whole
sad.
series.
Yes.
I will defend his backstory forever.
I love Itachi. I don't like Itachi.
I don't like
Itachi. Okay. Like, this is the reason why I don't like Itachi. I hate when people try to associate Itachi's character to being like a backstabber to his people. I mean, he's put between a rock and a hard place.
No, that's not why I don't like him.
Oh, why not?
The reason why I don't like him is because the reason why I didn't like most of the other villains in the series, they were not villains. They weren't villains. Yeah. They were dudes doing things because they thought this was the right way. They were here. If the perspective was from them, it would be them being the hero.
Yeah,
I agree. Like every villain being like that. Itachi seemed like, this guy seemed like, okay, he was mysterious, he was strong, he was Sasuke's older brother. Sasuke's basically reason for even living at that point.
Yep.
And they turn him into, I actually really care about everybody, but I'm also basically one of the smartest, if not the smartest characters in the whole show, because I planned everything up to my death.
Yep.
And planned after my death, knowing I'd be brought back. And then planned after that, knowing that I'd be having to fight Naruto. And I'm just like, you don't even at least explain how you know all this shit. But then he also, like, it's I don't like characters that are the writer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you mean.
Okay, I agree with you. They wrote Itachi in a way. I'm like, dog, how did you know Sasuke was gonna grow up with so much hate? Go seek out a terrorist group. You manipulate that terrorist group, get them all killed, get more powerful, seek you out, kill you, and then you reveal the backstory. Wow, nobody telling him the backstory in between that. I'm like, how did you? What?
And the only
you just been in the wilderness sick, waiting for your brother?
And the only person that could have told him that backstory only told him after he killed him.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Yeah.
I was like, he couldn't go read them stones. They were in the village, bro. They were in the village. You could have just turned on Sharingan one day and been like, there's some writing on that. Wait, come on, bro.
Nope. Yep. It's not gonna do that. That would mean my plot was moving forward.
Oh god, we can't have that in Naruto.
No.
Yeah, man. There's like, oh my god. I think I love the Kages though. I love the Kages.
Well, like I said, the same issue that Naruto suffered that Bleach did. Well, no, I take that back. Only a few Naruto side characters were better than Naruto.
Let's see.
No, I agree with you. The villains were better. The
villain, like Orochimaru, I was like, man, I can't wait to see what he'll do next. And he still hasn't done shit. Like,
Oh,
he
no.
hasn't done anything. He has not done shit.
Yo, Itachi did one of the funniest things in that series, and I hated it. Is when he was in the cave with Kabuto. Kabuto was in his dragon form, and he put Kabuto in an infinite in a genjutsu in which Kabuto had to stay in the genjutsu until he thought about what he did wrong.
Yeah,
bruh. He
Timeout.
put him in timeout.
Infinite timeout. All right. Yeah.
And then when he realized the error of his ways in his heart, Kabuto then instantly became a good guy and came and helped them in the war. And I'm like, how did you get there so fast?
And the worst part, and the thing is that all he had to do is sacrifice an eye. That's a move he can do twice. The fact that he can do that at all, and nobody else ever did it for the rest of the series, ever. Nobody did it. You like, and it's to have a move like that. That is like, what if that? But he can do Talk no Jutsu twice. Naruto can do it infinitely. Like, that's the worst part, is that Naruto has that move, but
like the sad part about this is like when it happened to Gaara, I loved it because he was making sense. He was like, you're not the only person experiencing pain, dude. Like, calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm eating sand sandwiches every day after school, fam. Okay. Your mom and Gaara had a bad. I love Gaara's. Gaara had great character development. I like his character development.
And he supported Naruto from that point on. Like,
he became Naruto's hitter.
He
became Naruto's shooter. Wow,
shooter.
shooters with him. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that the way they did Gaara and how his character completely changed in a very natural way. It was slow, you know what I mean?
But it was like Gaara, in my opinion, Gaara is like realistic because he is somebody who is powerful, who had a bunch of yes men around him who are afraid to tell him about himself. And then it was that one real person that actually cared and was like, dog, if you don't stop your attitude and realize that everybody goes through this, you're not only going to kill yourself, you're going to kill your friends and your family, the people who actually care about you. And it naturally happened. Like, he slowly but surely came out of his shell. Like, that's like something they could have did with other characters, Sasuke, but they didn't want to. But it's
again progressing the story too fast.
If there's one thing they're good at, if it comes to this, is something that I think the anime is only good for, though. The anime is only good for showing how much characters know each other when they fight. Because a perfect example of this is when Naruto and Sasuke fight each other for the last time. Go back and watch that fight. How many times did Naruto put his hands up? And the second he did that, Sasuke was in his face. He let him use his shadow clones very infrequently, because the second he put his hands up to do it, he always knocked his hands down so that he could attack him to stop the clones from coming out. Every time. They knew how to fight each other, right? They knew exactly how to fight each other. That obviously didn't translate in the manga, but this is like an anime only type deal. It's crazy. I was like, yo. And then what's his name? Obito and Kakashi. That fight was
that was one of the most beautifully drawn
fights. Oh my goodness.
That was so technical, man.
Like, that was stuff that they just stopped doing. They never did stuff like that anymore. That was the shit that you watched. The show.
They gave us that famous Madara scene and then just stopped doing that.
Right. It's like,
why?
It was taijutsu was just lost. And that was one of the things. Oh, and then more recently, Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto versus Momoshiki. Bro, have you movie
hard?
The movie version
that
of that
one video
fight,
on viral, right?
The movies, like, that's what I'm saying. Everything after the series has gone hard. Like, the two movies have gone stupid hard.
This is not but the movie version of that fight
was pretty hard.
Nothing in comparison
like
to
the show
anime.
one.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Was it the show that video that went on like a few weeks ago, right? Or maybe
like a couple weeks back, and bro,
it just popped off. Oh my goodness!
It just popped off. They had the hands. Momoshiki with the koi. I was like, whoa, wait, taijutsu? Blowing up moons, but he doing taijutsu. All right, okay. I want to see this. They went in.
Yeah.
Sasuke trading places with people, bro.
Go from as a ninja star traded play, bro. It was hot.
Yo,
didn't y'all see him block that crap with his foot and throw it back with his toe?
Yes.
Yo,
I was like, what are we doing? Like, what? Where was this?
He hit him, and that's the worst part. He came at him with a kunai. No, he threw a kunai at him, and he grabbed it and tried to fight him back with it. And he came at him with a chidori. Switched the chidori with the kunai and stabbed his hand. I said, how? How?
Like, yo, yeah, man. Like, I that's what I'm saying. I think that's the one thing Naruto gets right is like when they want to do good fight scenes, they get you hype. But I mean, you know, the Madara scene is talked about so much because it's just death. But there's like other good fight scenes. I think the whole tuning exams were cool. I mean, Gar versus Rock Lee is one of those moments as a kid I will forever remember.
That fight scene is still up there, in my opinion.
Dude, when he got on top of that statue and started taking off his socks, and people were like, man. Oh, no. I know what he was doing. He's getting ready to cut them up because they had a Nike symbol on them.
Oh, no.
Yo, bro, in my opinion, Naruto versus Pain, oh my goodness.
Oh, when he saw Hinata die and he just like went Super Saiyan, that was hilarious because Pain was like, "Oh, I only have 6 people. I can't handle all this."
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I said something on Twitter and I think I made some people angry because I got some people in my DMs. But I was like, y'all really don't like Naruto for the story. I was like, y'all don't like Naruto for the story. Y'all like Naruto for the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all like it because y'all want to live in the shinobi world and like have chakra. Y'all don't like it because it was an actual good story.
Yeah.
And some people are like, no, it's actually really good, man. Like, no, I was like, no, it's not. It really isn't. Like,
okay, so name a character that isn't Gaara or Kabuto that developed in a healthy way.
Yo, bruh, think about this. I was on Twitter.
Wow, I'm trying to think.
Hey, Vincent, remember when I went off on Twitter about how trash some of these characters were? Like, if you just really think about it in real life. So I was going off on Twitter. I just thought about it. I was like, yo, Jiraiya would be like the main dude in the Me Too movement that we have to get out in the paint because he literally wrote. No, seriously. And I'm being so serious. He literally went to women's saunas to write his stories. That is some creeper.
Yeah.
Like Naruto, your dude was a sexual assaulter. Like your favorite person in the world is a sexual assaulter. I hate to say that, but that's what he was.
It's true though, yeah.
Apparently, he's also in a new group now. Whoops.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's not dead. Apparently. Whoops.
What?
Development's out the window.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, his fight scene with Pain was dope, but I was just thinking about how many people were trash. I was like, Sasuke's trash. I was like, there's so many people. I was like, Naruto had some problematic behavior. They were just like, how you as a shinobi teacher out here looking at a child get bullied and y'all just let it happen? Bro, like these kids don't have superpowers and can't become psychopathic killers.
My thing is, I understand that, but my issue is the fact that you're going to go in depth of talking about how. So no, let's compare it. So if you look at Boku no Hero, Midoriya didn't have any quirk, but he came from nowhere. So they bullied him. I get that because that does make sense. It does happen. Naruto, he has no parents. He has the 9 tails in him, but the kid is the blood generation of a symbol that is on the back of every shinobi in the entire league, and y'all gonna treat him like trash?
But even in Boku no Hero, the thing is that the bullying in Boku no Hero is done in a much more realistic way.
Thank you. Exactly.
Because when it comes to the way that these characters are bullying him and making fun of him, it actually shows how it traumatizes him. Because from that point on, every time he's around Bakugo, you can see how he's kind of scared and he tenses up. Even though he knows deep down, man, if I really wanted to, I could blow him to bits. The problem is that he's been traumatized by Bakugo because he's been constantly bullied by him.
Naruto gets bullied and becomes friends with these people. And I'm like, how does that work, bro?
Oh,
how does that work?
An Obito being the coolest guy. The dude killed your mom, your dad made you an orphan. Okay. The dude is the reason why Kakashi is an edgelord. Okay. The dude. Okay.
Oh my!
Like,
Oh
no!
the dude.
That's so great.
The dude is the reason why you got the nine-tailed fox in you. He's killed 4,000 nameless people and Neji, but he's the coolest guy. Get out! Don't hit me with that shit.
Yo, fam, that is like a perfect. Like the thing that's funny to me is like people will say that, oh man, they had to hide Naruto's identity from him in case people would come and find him. What are you talking about? You're saying you couldn't
already
know? Quiet?
They still came. They knew who he was. They still knew who he was.
You put the nine tails inside of him, dude. You really think you can hide that?
Yeah.
Like
no. And my favorite is we have to do whatever we can to make sure the nine tails does not leak out of him. What do we first thing we do? We bully him to death to where he forces the nine tails out of him.
For real. And here's the one thing that really made no sense. They're supposed to use the I forget the statue. I forget what it was called.
Oh, the 10-tail thingy.
Yeah, they had the Ghetto Mazo.
Yeah,
they had the Ghetto Mazo. Yeah, that's just as bad as the Big Getty Star.
Stop. The big spaghetti star, brother.
Bruh, Cooler loved that. Cooler had one cell left and like, get me to the Big Getty Star. Like, y'all just have these ancient stuff laying around. Why don't you use that at first?
For real. It's like this gigantic this legit giant technological star made from nobody ever knows where. It just travels the universe. Yep. But it somehow traveled close enough to Earth to not cast a shadow and to take Cooler and travel far enough away just to travel far enough away to get to Namek. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but anyway.
Besides the point, though.
They had to put the tailed beasts in order of the tail number. But they got Naruto first. They tried to get him first. Why? You have to put it in order. What are you gonna do? Like that shit doesn't even make any sense. And what you gonna keep him there? You just gonna keep him there and then get everybody else?
Yo, they were morbid. Like the Toski were morbid. They would take your dead body and just keep your dead body alive and suck like the beast out of you. I'm like, bro, y'all can at least chop them up and burn them. Like we just gonna keep dead people around.
Yep.
Wouldn't the beast break out if you killed them?
Yes.
Terrorists. Yeah. Like
I think that's that's probably why then. But
they're the worst terrorist group I've ever seen in my life. Like they accomplished nothing.
and the only like legitimate terrorist there killed 0 people, but himself.
Yeah,
killed nobody but himself. I'm gonna do this bomb, and this. I'll let Sasuke get away with this. I'll let him get away with this. Him using Manda the snake to hide in the snake until somebody, for what reason, summoned the snake. What was it? Suigetsu summoned the snake to get him out. I'll let them slide with that. I'll let them slide. But the dude killed himself. Like, bro, just no.
Also, did you notice like the planning for the shinobi were like really bad? Like Sasuke really tried to go after Killer B, but got a squad of hipster shinobi, and they tried to fight Killer B, and Killer B was beating them while rapping in pocket. I was like, you have to be
heavy.
What was their name again? I need that name was
it was something like Hawk or something like that.
It was no. Let me pull it up on my. Oh my god! It
was a horrible name. It was horrible. And I was like, y'all really about to... I was like, you should have known.
It was Taka. I think it's Taka.
Taka? Oh, yeah. They changed it.
I think it was Taka. Oh, my God.
We're going to change our club name now.
Yo, man, I was like, y'all should have known Killer B was about the hands and was crazy as hell when he started rhyming everything.
You know what? You know want to know what makes Naruto better than Bleach, though? Naruto got the black people right correctly, at least.
Yes. Killer B and Killer A were dope. They were decapitating
Killer A, oh my goodness.
Killer A was dope.
They were just I was like, so wait, y'all are brothers and the thing y'all do for fun is decapitate people?
Yeah.
Yo,
I was like, okay.
Back at the 5 Cage Summit, I wish so bad that Killer A would have killed Sasuke in that moment. But
Oh my god,
bro,
he's a destiny child.
Like, that's what I'm talking about.
But Susanoo, bro.
Sasuke was in a little hideout snorting lines of cocaine. Like, he was like,
no, that was
this is our plan, guys.
Math, please.
We're going to go to the Kage Summit, and we're going to kill all the Kages.
Good luck with that.
What? Like, he went in there, and the Mizukage literally showed him 3 techniques. He was like, ninja can do that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you poor baby. Yep. Oh, child, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they
biting off more than he could chew. Like, and that's the thing. Like you said, he went and tried. I don't even know what he thought when he went to fight Killer B. When nobody else went to fight him, and they said no.
yo, that's the funny thing. The Toski were like, okay, we're gonna go after 2, 3, 4, 9. What about 8?
We'll see that for last one. No, Akashi said no. This one, Akashi said, here's the plan. We're gonna go out of order. We're gonna get 9. Why are we going out of order? Because we need 9 to beat 8 right now.
Like, I'm sorry, what?
For real.
No, for real. Like, seriously. Like, nobody was going after Killer B. Like, nobody. Because he was crazy. And they spied on him, if I'm not mistaken. They had been looking at they had been looking, what is it? Is it the land hidden in the clouds?
Yeah.
For the like, yeah. They were spying on them, and they saw that he had complete and utter control over his over his beast. They had a symbiotic relationship. They're like, we're not about to touch him.
Yeah.
No, he raps. He fights with 8 swords. How do you do that?
I know, right?
You rap.
I don't think Zoro was doing that. My goodness.
Like, the dude was actually a beast.
Yeah, he was a monster. Like,
beast.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many just plot holes that just did not make sense about Naruto. And I just can't put it in my top 10. I probably can't even put it in my top 15. I would probably have to put it in my top 20, top 25. Maybe even out of that. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, it'll probably make my top 25. There's so many anime that are better.
Like, that's just oof.
I think the main thing that turned me off to Naruto was just how long the series was, man. Like, me personally, between this series and Kingdom Hearts, which I know not an anime, but still, it's just been around since when I was in the 6th grade is when I got into it, and it just finished after I got into college. No, it's been okay. Naruto's been around longer than that. Don't get me wrong, but I got into it in the 6th grade.
Right.
Over half of my life for it to finally end. And I read the manga to ending in my life, bro.
No, it didn't.
Quote unquote.
Who told you it ended? We gotta follow Gohan. I mean Boruto. we gotta follow Boruto.
Oh my god.
All I remember is that I don't know if it was 2013 and 2014 when the manga ended, bro. I read that manga and I just said I'm done with it for now. Like, I need to go on with my life. Just that simple.
Nope, we don't know. I'm sorry. Shueisha doesn't want you to have your life.
I need my life, please.
Like, I just hope. I fear for My Hero Academia. I really do. I fear for it.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I think we really can't get to the gaming. Do we want to? I mean,
of course, we definitely should.
We can completely skip what I'm about to say.
Okay, no. I want to hear this because I'm not.
Yo, we going on for 3+ hours. We can just do the gaming on the next.
Yeah, next episode. We can do it on the next episode.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I just want to hear.
Yeah. Okay. I fear for it. I do, because I can see myself, right? I can see myself looking at this show 5 years from now saying the same thing.
That makes me sad.
Because I don't want the corporations and editors and all these other people that prolonged Naruto, that prolonged Bleach, that prolonged Dragon Ball, and all these other series to do the same to this series that is sustaining, and then all of a sudden this shit just stopped making sense. I don't want that to happen, because I'm starting to look at it and realize that there were very key points in these shows where it was like, this is great. You ended here. Oh my God. Thank you. If My Hero Academia does not stop while it's ahead, where it wraps its series up It gets things together. It does not prolong certain things too much. It expands upon the characters. If they do the things the way that they're doing now continuously, it'll end fine.
Yeah.
If the money gets in the way too much,
There's a problem. I get what you mean.
The problem of all these shows that we used to like, that we followed from the beginning, and we continue to because out of obligation, will happen to My Hero Academia, and I don't want that to happen.
I think we'll know if that happens from if they start making more and more, or if they even start making filler episodes. To be completely honest,
here's my opinion. Here's my opinion about the situation, and what makes this series different from the others is because My Hero Academia, the writer, he says that he knows how the series is going to end, and he knows how he wants to end it. Because the dude has already forecasted that this series is going to end around 500 chapters.
That's fair.
He said no. Because we got to chapter, I want to say like 150ish or so, or like it was around like yeah, I want to say it was around 150ish or so. It was around episode chapter 100. He released an announcement. I can't find it, or I can't remember where I found it. I know it was on Twitter, but it was him giving a speech and interview. He said, "I'm already right now where I'm at with Boku no Hero. I'm 1/5 done with the series." And that was around chapters 100, like 99, 98-ish.
See, but that's the thing, because Oda was going to finish his series after Thriller Bark. And we already know how far away from Thriller Bark we are right now.
Dog, we about 4 arcs off of... No, more than that. We're 7 arcs off that.
Yeah, we a long way away from Thriller Bark. Let's just hope they don't find a way to extend his contract, give him all these movies, because he's got a movie on the way. He had a game just come out. Who knows? Eventually, there's going to be a mobile game. There's going to be a game in an arcade. Shit's going to start. The money's going to start rolling.
Okay, but here's my thing. Have you seen some of his other series, though?
No, I haven't.
They're actually really, really good. But I think, in my opinion, I think he wants to end Boku no Hero so he can go back and start other series and other ideas he wants to do. That's my opinion, because some of his other series are completely different premise, but in my opinion, they're a little bit more edgier than Boku no Hero.
Mm-hmm.
He has one series where this dude has a black hole in his arm.
Oh, okay.
Yasha?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Oh my goodness.
But it takes place in outer space, and like it's a one shot. Oh my god. Like the premise of this one shot was so well done that I wanted to read more, but I didn't find out it was a one shot until I finished it. And I was like, bro, this is some dope material right here. So I think I'm pretty sure he wants to start writing other series too. Like, he has a good taste. I think as a shonen writer, he needs to start off another series that he has better adjustment for. Because I do agree with you. And I think the reason why Boku no Hero is the way it is, because it has these key elements where if it ended, you think that'd be a good ending. Because I don't think he realized how big it was going to get, and I think that's the reason why he knows how he wants to end this series around chapter 500.
Right.
Because he's already seen. Because I think every single villain that he's been introducing has been different elements that affects, in my opinion, that affects a superhero in their development to being a superhero.
Yes, most definitely.
And it's not like every villain that he's popped up is meaningless. They brought out a reason for Midoriya to essentially think about different things.
Different aspects of
like that. There's an arc, the Gentleman arc. I don't want to ruin the manga, but there's an arc where Midoriya, for the first time, sympathizes with a villain, and he literally has a moment where he realized, if I was in his shoes, I probably would have done the same thing.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing is that, that's the thing that's important, is that I like where it's going. I like what it's doing. I don't want all of a sudden editors,
I understand,
all these other companies, to ruin the show that is already going well, it's already doing well. But when you have your ending in mind, it is a lot easier to make filler points and not destroy the continuity of your story, like One Piece, for example. But I that's a series I really don't want to go down the road of these other series because it feels like, an old school shonen without a lot of the problems of a lot of old school shonen.
Similar to what Seven Deadly Sins is, essentially.
Yeah. But we cannot do the gaming. We did a lot of anime.
A bit more than I thought we would, honestly.
Yeah. I told y'all this is how it was gonna go, but this was a great first episode, guys.
Yep. Comment, let us know how you guys feel, things you guys want us to start talking about, like, because we're curious. I'm always like, I've worked in YouTube before, so for me, I'm always happy to see feedback. I build off of feedback for the most part. So,
any other things y'all got to say, guys?
It was a good first episode for sure.
Also, it's not just only going to be us. We will be bringing. There's going to be different people coming in and out of the podcast as well, or the show as well. Yeah,
most definitely. Like I said, we do have another podcast coming. That's just going to be with me, Jerron, and
it'll be under the same name, but we will separate. We'll tell you what each episode will be about, though. For the most part.
Yeah.
Guys, I appreciate you starting this journey with me. This is gonna be great. I had a great conversation. It didn't feel like 3 hours. That's crazy.
It really didn't.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good night.
All right, guys.
All right, man.
All right, time to get back to Spider-Man. Let's go.
Are we talking about Destiny, brother? Let's go.
Oh, I thought we were going to go on Fortnite because we had to finish the challenges.
Oh, we have to just
right. The Spider-Man, though.
Oh, wait, did